And welcome back to Flick Fights, everybody, where 2 movies enter and 1 movie leaves. With me, as always, is Nick Nye. Nick, how we doing?
Hello, filled with rage. Hopefully we can release some during this and I won't explode, but God, these two, just all the frustration from my childhood came back when I was watching. I say childhood, 20s came back from when I was watching this, just of the bastardization of these fucking franchises I love.
I almost told you we should get, fake blood to have dripping from our eyes so as soon as the camera started.
Just a twitching vein in my neck,
But that wonderful preamble, this week we are doing Dragon Ball Evolution versus The Last Airbender. No Avatar, just The Last Airbender.
Does not goddamn deserve the name Avatar.
When I saw the reason they left that off, just because they didn't want it to get confused with James Cameron, I'm like, nobody was going to confuse it with James Cameron's Avatar.
Well, I mean, you mean the James Cameron movies that are themed around Earth, Air, Wind, and Fire, like those Avatar movies.
Oh, God, what a train wreck. If you're new to the show, we take 2 movies that are relative in theme, plot, some connecting factor. This week, 2 beloved animated series that everyone grew up on and were absolutely trashed by two directors that should not be forgiven.
Yeah. Well, especially, I feel like Shyamalan should holster more blame because he's just like, I didn't even watch the show. I'm just going to do my own thing.
Right. And thought that would get him, kudos somehow, yeah. But, we go through the plots of each movie briefly, then we take them through 10 rounds, score each movie on a scale of 1 to 10, and declare a winner. And then at the end, we spin a wheel to see what the next episode is going to be. Please follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Facebook's still coming soon. But more importantly, like and subscribe on YouTube and share the episode. And please comment any future episodes you might like to see. But, yeah, I think we should get right into it because I'm fucking psyched. We got Dragon Ball Evolution in the blue corner and The Last Airbender in the red corner. So, with the tail of the tape, Nick, why don't you give us the vitals for Dragon Ball?
Yeah, we got a Dragon Ball released in 2009 with a budget of $30 million, made domestic $9.4 million, worldwide at $58.2, which I want to know what poor country contributed that fund.
Goddamn well, it was the faith of people in Asia.
Yeah. IMDb of 2.5, fair. Rotten Tomato critics of 15, fair. And a Rotten Tomato audience score of 20, fair. Director James Wong. Other notable films he has is Final Destination, Final Destination 3, The One, Willard, and American Horror Story. So, yeah.
The One broke my heart because I loved that movie, and it kind of makes sense actually that some of the visuals and stuff you see in this movie remind me of The One.
Yeah, no, there is a good movie in here trying to get out, but it just it couldn't pop out of the chrysalis and just TLA.
This is one of those rare instances where even if they weren't trying to do Dragon Ball, it would have sucked. Whatever it was gonna be would have sucked.
Mm-hmm. Dragon Ball Evolution cast is Justin Chatwin as Goku, who has apologized for his role multiple times. Jamie Chung as Chi-Chi. James Marsters, as Piccolo. Emily Rossum as Bulma, which was fucking weird. I'm just this is you went from Shameless to this? No, why?
Well, I think they went from this to Shameless, which gave me hope for their futures, but they're the only 2 that made it out alive.
Yes. Chow Yun-Fat, which, yet again, I love him in most other things, but he's a terrible Master Roshi and causes some temporal issues. June Park as Yamcha. Ernie Hudson as Sifu Norris. Yep.
Dude, when I saw Ernie Hudson, I was like, wait, what?
I didn't even fucking recognize him. Randall Duck Kim as Grandpa Gohan and Iriko Tamura as Mai.
1 year later, in the red corner, The Last Airbender came out in 2010. Much higher budget at $150 million. Domestically, they made $131.7 million. Worldwide, $319.7. Runtime of 103 minutes. IMDb at a 4.1. Critics gave it a 5% on Rotten Tomatoes, and the audience gave it a 30. Not that you need it, but other notables by M. Night Shyamalan are one The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Signs, The Village, Split, Glass, million other things that were way, way, way
Yep.
better than this movie.
Well, some of them.
Some of
I
them.
think Lady in the Water might be worse than this, but
Even the worst M. Night Shyamalan movie, like in the theme of movies he makes, is better than this. Like, I can't tell this was an M. Night movie at all.
have you seen Lady in the Water?
Yeah, I still would rather watch that than fucking
Really?
Avatar.
You want to go watch the Narf and like the horrible book critic who just gets set
Yes.
up to die because he's a book critic? That's okay.
I don't want to watch either of them, but
You want to watch Hot Dog Guy? Sorry. I've seen Lady in
uh,
the Water.
the cast is Nicola Peltz as Katara, Noah Ringer as Ong, Dev Patel as Zuko, Jackson Rathbone as Sokka, Shaun Tube as Uncle Iroh, Asif Manvi as Zhao, Cliff Curtis as Firelord Ozai, and Seychelle Gabriel as Princess Yu. You can tell where they get off track when the names start sounding whiter and whiter.
I mean, there's the unintentional white savior racism that like suffuses this movie when it's supposed to be a completely Asian dominated fucking world.
Right.
Like it's just like white people don't exist in the Avatar universe. I mean, maybe they do, but they're on the fucking other side of the planet we don't fucking go to. Like, I mean,
Oh,
I've got
and
really
James
issues with this, but
Marsters, you know who that is, right?
why is it familiar? I don't know.
So he's Piccolo in Dragon Ball, but he's Spike
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Buffy.
Oh, that hurts me. I knew the name, and I love Buffy and Spike. Why?
Yeah, that blew my mind. Again, another thing I never knew the first time I watched this. When I pulled up the cast, I was like, wait, where the fuck is he in this movie?
150 fucking pounds of makeup.
All right. But without further ado, we're going to start with the blue corner, Dragon Ball Evolution. Get right the fuck into this piece of shit plot. Let's do it.
I mean, okay, the thing that pissed me off first was to get this whole fucking intro fucking world fucking building thing that we
Mhm.
don't need because we get the same fucking thing word for word like later in the movie.
Right.
But
And it's just immediately a shit covered middle finger to anybody that ever watched the show or knows anything
yeah,
about the show.
no, it fails on every point because if you know the show, you'll understand the words and the words will piss you off. And if you don't know the show, you're gonna have no fucking idea what anyone is saying. It's like Piccolo and Uzai came down from their ancient ship to put the Mufaba kill. It's like, what the fuck are you talking? And like, it's these things are in the show, and like, it's I get what they're trying to do, but it's like it's so just like here's the world and everything, and like not in like a fucking like charming Star Wars kind of way. It's just like we don't even need this information. You could just cold open on Goku and his grandpa, and we'd be
Right.
fine.
It's like
just,
a
yeah,
cokehead trying to write his own sci-fi universe just sat down and was like, so here's a bunch of fucking words you don't know right in a row.
yeah. It's like the Grievix fought the Blooble in the Spizzics. It's like what the fuck are you talking about?
Why are you saying this to me?
Yeah, and apparently Piccolo is an ancient enemy of the world from 2,000 years ago, but he was sealed away somehow by a bunch of dudes who did a thing that all died doing the thing. And no, they literally say at a point in this movie, Piccolo somehow returned. Like they pull a fucking full on
Yeah.
Palpatine in this fucking
Yep.
movie. Like never explain it. Just
So, yeah, even if they had have explained it, I wouldn't have fucking cared. Yeah, this
Oh,
one
yeah, but,
opens on a super lame training scene on laundry lines.
yeah, it's the wannabe Karate Kid.
Right. And right out of the gates, they show what they call the Kamehameha and call it the Shadow Crane and give a little speech about focusing key and everything. And right out of the gates, I'm
Yeah.
just like, no.
Also, beyond that, we have to talk about Goku Smith,
Goku
the
Smith,
whitest man
yes.
ever lived. Yes, he looks like he just fell out of fucking High School Musical and just like slammed into this movie without like any preamble.
It's literally like immediately they waste no time before A, it looks like a bad movie, and B, anybody who was a fan of the actual show is like, I'm out right out of the fucking gates.
The theme of tonight's episode is Asian cultural appropriation by white guys. That's the theme of this episode.
And the whitest of white guys.
The whitest of white guys. Like he literally looks like he could be the brother of like the like blonde male twin from fucking High School Musical. Like
Right.
it's like they could literally like there's a movie he's in called Dancing Ninja, and I kept fucking flashing back to that like while I was fucking watching this.
It's brutal. And then it shows he goes to he can't focus his key to do the key fart is what I call it for
but
the
he
rest
can
of the
later
movie.
with no additional training. So
Right.
I mean
it's his birthday. They give him a Dragon Ball for his birthday.
yeah. Here, 18-year-old, here's a god tier item that could theoretically end the world. Just put this in your pocket. Yeah, and yet again, we go to the high school after this, and it's just like the tone is so fucking wrong. It's
Right.
like Goku's getting bullied on like his fucking first day of high school by fucking like like fucking Gordon or no, not Flash Gordon, Flash.
Flash Thompson.
Yeah, yeah, Flash Thompson. Oh, dude, the Peter Parker likeness to him in this was fucking insane too, dude.
Yeah, that
Like,
they were definitely trying to
he
pull some aura from Spider-Man for this.
yeah. No, just like all the dodging and shit he does and how he moves and like he straight up has like a spider sense at one point and he's like, something's wrong. Like
Yeah, yeah. He can always sense what's going on with his grandpa. Yeah. You also get a weird little cutaway here of who I refer to for the movie as Miss Red Tits, who apparently
yeah.
is named Mai. Takes a
Yes.
Dragon Ball from a mother and child.
Yeah. Just murks the mother. I guess that we never
Yeah.
see that child again. So
And
that's
they
that.
right out they immediately get into it with the horrible ADR. She says in English, "Get on your knees," and they dub over it
Yeah.
in Japanese and put in subtitles, "Get on your knees." And I'm like, what the fuck was the point of that?
Oh man, I was using some free one. I didn't even get the subtitles. They just started talking in Japanese. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
But when they dub over her mouth, she's already in English saying "Get on your knees." I'm like, why did you dub just to translate it back? And then some completely unsubtle foreshadowing about a solar eclipse at Goku's high school, which is Unitech High School.
Yeah. Just like the high school's weird too. It's like trying to be like high tech, but they didn't have the budget to make it look high tech. So it's
Yeah.
just like one flat screen and the lockers have like swipe cards to open them. That's
Right.
that's it.
Also, every car was like the same car, same tiny like smart car in the parking lot.
Oh yeah,
except all
I
the
know. I put
popular
this down. It was
kids.
like every fucking one that goes to school fucking drives a Scion apparently.
Right, except for the bullies, all pull up in like a Mustang or some shit.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, he can figure out how to use key because Chi-Chi can't get her locker open, so he fucking blows all the locker doors open and starts to run away. Chi-Chi catches him and is like, "I know about key." And I'm, what is happening right now?
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, magic's real, but it's like, yeah, but I mean, I guess it's consistent is that his horny consistently unlocks his powers in this.
Yeah.
Like he does his Kamehameha the first time because he gets a fucking hard on for fucking Chi-Chi,
Right.
and then they fucking Gohan is conceived like right after that. But no, and that's the thing. It's like, yet again, in the anime, he's so innocent, he doesn't understand what sex is. Like,
Right. Right.
like Chi-Chi throws himself at him in the anime. He's just like, I don't get it.
Yeah. She invites him to a party. Cut back to his house, and he's getting ready for the party and pulls an alfalfa in the mirror. He's trying to gel his hair down, and it fucking flips back up.
Yeah, which is supposed to be a sane hair, which is just a fucking like skater spiked hair.
They could have done better on that too. I started thinking about it around here, like how would you even make a Dragon Ball movie like look good in live action because of how insane everything looks in animation? It's be very difficult, but it's not like this. It's not trying to make it also realistic.
I think what you have to do is, did you see Battle Angel Alita, the
Yes.
James Cameron movie that came out a while back? It would have to be something like that. Like I think
something
you have
insanely
to dial
surreal.
it back. Yeah, like you have to dial back the power scale and then make everything around it so fucking weird and cartoony that it makes sense.
Exactly.
Because like when you see people start moving like they do in the anime, it just looks fucking wrong. Like,
Right. And the hair especially.
Yeah. Well, I had a Goku toy. I don't think Goku's hair works in 3D. It's like fucking Mickey Mouse's ears. It's like fucking always oriented to the fucking camera, regardless of where his fucking head is.
And right here, I put in all caps, "Goku, you motherfucking piece of shit," because his grandpa's all excited to give him a cake he made for his birthday, and he just dips.
No, dude, not even a cake. Like he like full course meal, fucking like chicken feet and squab and a homemade cake, and he's just like, yeah, I know, dick sucked. Bye, grandpa.
I fucking hate him immediately. And there's parts in this movie, like you said, he's playing like innocent. Like in the show, he's like, he wants to fight just because he really likes fighting and shit like that. And it seems like you're doing a good job and shit like that. And he's just such a douche, the actor is, that it doesn't come across that way ever, which is, I think, what they were going for. Because he shows up at the party. And first of all, bully number one is at least 35 years old.
Yeah, where he's going to the 90 or the Beverly Hills 90210 high school where like there's bald patches
is this house,
like in the
bro?
senior year. Yeah, it's just like, dude, you're gonna get like arrested for like assaulting a minor. What the fuck are you doing? How many years have you been held back?
Yeah, he comes up, talks some shit. It's the worst dialogue ever.
Yeah, it is like like, I don't even want to say Hallmark movie bully, but it's just like, I'm bully. You can't be here. Leave, Giku. It's like,
Yeah, he says leave
oh God.
Giku, and then he goes
Yeah.
later loser, and then you hear in the background one of the other bullies go, all right, ha 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 ha. And I was like, what the shit was that?
It's got a weird wingman, weird hype man. Yeah, and then we go to the old kung fu thing of cliche of, well, I'm not going to fight you. We're going to make you beat each other up, fucking Jackie Chan style.
Which could have been cool in like any other context, but immediately I'm like, why do all these quote unquote high school kids start their fights with head kicks?
Yeah, like flying kicks through the air and shit.
Right.
The leader bully Fuller, I think his name is, and comes out and then just goes fucking full Street Fighter in his own car.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it felt like a Street Fighter reference, and I'm like, wait, this is the wrong fucking movie. They have a fight. Chi-Chi comes out and he's like, hey, thanks for inviting me to your... But like I said, during the fight, he keeps going, you're really doing a good job. You almost got it. But like, it doesn't come across like Goku because of who the actor is.
Yeah.
It comes across
It's
like he's talking
mocking
shit.
them. Yeah. And it's weird because like in like 99% of other movies, it'd be like the girl would be like, you ruined my party. And
Right.
Chi-Chi's just like, I'm into it.
Right. Yeah, she comes out and they have a brief, pointless dialogue where he says, she's like, where'd you come from? He's like, I'm adopted. No shit, your grandpa's Asian and you were very white. And he says, you'd always explain when I turned 18 and I'm 18 today. I'm like, but you dipped immediately before he could feed you or explain anything to you.
It's like, yeah, that probably is important. Yet again, it's just like, I guess they're playing up the Goku's an idiot thing, but just it doesn't hit. Like, it just seems like he's like careless.
And then he gets a sense that something is happening with his grandpa.
Yeah.
And we cut
and
back
to continue the
Miss Red Tits and Piccolo attacking the house.
yeah, and grandpa does like 2 moves and then gets fucking Uncle Bend.
Yeah, he gets force choked also.
Yeah.
Goku force chokes him, and then he steps outside
Piccolo, yeah.
and force chokes the... Yeah, Piccolo. Goes outside. Who fucking cares? I could have said Goku. It wouldn't make a difference. He goes outside and force chokes the whole house after that.
Yep. Yeah, his power scale is weird in this. It's like, yeah, I can nuke like this entire village, but also like I'm gonna have a hard time fighting this one dude.
Yeah, it's really like... I thought they were planning on letting him live. I'm like, why didn't he just choke him to death inside? Why did he go outside and collapse a house on him first? But I guess it's so that Goku can make it back on time and he can give his dying words.
Because in the actual anime, it's Goku that kills his grandpa by accident by turning into fucking Ozaru.
Right. And then
didn't want to be that mean in this, I guess.
yeah, he says something's wrong. The Dragon Ball's glowing. Grandpa's dying words are find Master Roshi, tell him Piccolo's returned. And then I'm like, right next to his dying body, they have like a miniature set of Dragon Balls in the gravel. What the fuck is that about?
I guess it's like they showed that earlier. He was like doing the chi demonstration, like a Zen garden. Like,
oh, okay. I was just in case he was too stupid to understand what you were talking about. He died making this diagram for you.
I set up this diagram.
Oh my god. Oh, and then yeah, he finds the orange gi in the house.
Yeah, which we don't put on until the last fucking 3 minutes of the movie.
And it wasn't even worth it remotely because this guy is insanely too
so
small
bad
for that.
Yeah, and the belt is terrible. Like he's got like some fucking like WWE fucking wrap on. It's weird.
And he's wearing like a t-shirt under it. All bad.
Yeah. Next day, Bulma shows up and tries to shoot him first thing, which does. That is accurate. That is how they met.
Right. This is where I realized this is Jimmy and Fiona from Shameless. And
yep.
But beyond that, this is nothing like Bulma at all because it's another white person. And she's like, somebody stole my Prometheum orb, and he's like, you mean Dragon Ball? And blah 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 blah. Nothing happens.
Yes. They're just like, you want to team up? Yeah. Go and basically it's like, you give me a ride to the old dude's house, I'll fucking make sure you don't die. It was like, I think like the fucking
you do get to see the pod stuff, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was like the only like partially cool thing in this, like the capsule stuff, because they kind of tried to make it like real-ish. Like whoever worked on fucking the Bayverse Transformers, I feel like worked on this. Like it's very, very similar.
Must have been where most of their $30 million budget went to, because later in the movie it looks worse all of a sudden. So
yeah, so didn't go to the fight scenes. That's for goddamn sure.
She has an invented machine to track the Dragon Ball. I can't remember what it was called.
It's Dragon Radar. So they call it something else.
They had
that's
some,
all it is.
yeah, some fucking acronym for it. Find Roshi, and he is absolutely nothing like Roshi. He is hair.
No, and like how how did this man train old ass grandpa? And again, I understand in the fucking anime he's like quasi immortal because of some bullshit, but like they don't like he still looks like a decrepit old man. He's fucking bald and got a fucking long beard and
Right.
hunched
Exactly.
and this is fucking like prime Chow Yun Fat. Like he's just like
Exactly.
fucking like he's just like
With
he's
horrible,
25-year-old Chow Yun
horrible
Fat.
blue contacts in.
Yeah, and just and like they try to like make him pervy for half a second, but they're just like, oh, sorry, which is like fucking no.
Yeah, a couple times they hint at his perviness, and Bulma shuts him down, and then he like actually stops him. Like, well, that's not even remotely close to accurate.
No, we didn't even get to the part where he shrank himself down and tried to sneak into her toilet, which is a thing that happens in this fucking anime.
This should have gotten way more uncomfortable before he stopped. Piccolo's back because Roshi recognizes the Shadow Crane strike and was like, "You must have been trained by Gohan." And this is where I saw the stupid fucking contacts. And then he's like, "Piccolo's back," and he said we have to. And then he finishes his sentence and does this weird, stupid little dance to his poem the whole time he's talking.
Yeah, yeah, which is some little prophecy that like Camper Gohan mentioned earlier, and
Yeah, I didn't go through the effort
yeah.
to write down their stupid poem because
No,
it's
it's
both of
stupid.
these movies have
It's like
these insanely vague things that are supposed to seem prophetic.
yeah, no, like yeah, it's like I mean, it's basically it's just like yeah, Piccolo's gonna show up, and if we don't do something, everyone's gonna die. That's basically the
Yeah.
prophecy. Like it's like no shit, Sherlock.
Goku keeps seeing little visions when he touches a new Dragon Ball of like a flash of Piccolo destroying the world and then an ape. And again, if you're gonna do
Yeah.
this, why didn't he have a tail? Why couldn't he have a tail?
Yep.
At least like
Yeah, again, that makes him. That's a reason why he's alienated. Maybe that's why he doesn't fucking go
Right.
to parties and have a lot of friends because he's got this physical thing that he doesn't want to fucking show. And then maybe it gets fucking outed at school and fucking there's some kind of emotion like this. There's so many fucking things they could have done. And they just did nothing.
Like if you just skipped over him being a child and did everything else the same, I would kind of get it. But yeah, no, didn't even remotely try at any single point.
And basically throughout this, Piccolo's just finding Dragon Balls like no problem. Just
Yeah.
like settle lake up there it is.
Yeah, he like vaporizes a lake or something. He's like, it's a lot easier without water. I'm like, well, yeah, I don't know why you just say that all menacingly, but yes, it is.
And yeah, and basically we get one of the. Oh, I guess like there was one thing that I kind of thought was like clever, but then still kind of pissed me off when I thought about it because like Roshi lives on an island, right?
Right.
In the middle of the ocean. So this one is like they've like carved out
Yeah.
like the construction area around it, so it made it an island. I was like, okay, it's something. And like I'm trying to grasp at any fucking blade of grass as I'm falling off this cliff. I'm just like something. Yeah. Then
this is when they tell him he's going to be an avatar. By the way, when they're packing up the vehicle.
Yeah. It's like, I'm going to teach you airbending and firebending and waterbending. I'm like, okay, no earthbending, apparently.
What the fuck, dude? What was that? It's like a cheeky little reference. He's like, there's a secret temple we go to learn airbending. And I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, and then they go there and it's just like, oh, no, we're not staying here. Fucking packed.
I didn't need another through line to connect these two movies, but the fact that one thought it was going to be Avatar in the same year as Avatar. What the fuck, dude?
We get like some kind of minor training. Like Goku does get stronger because he's carrying like 8 tons of shit in his fucking back and like running next to a car, which is just something he can do now.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Which again, it's referencing the anime. He did training with the turtle shells. It's just like, but it's one of those things. Like if you read the anime, you know what these things are, but they're bad enough to piss you off. And if you haven't watched the anime, you're gonna have no fucking idea what's going on. Like, it's like it works either way.
Yeah, they don't really spend any time explaining why he's doing that either. It just there's like a montage and he's running with all this stuff.
Yeah, and then he just runs into Chi-Chi in like the geographical butt ass middle of nowhere.
Yeah, the secret temple is completely full of people. And he's like, I thought you said this was a secret. And they leave immediately.
Yeah.
It was fucking pointless.
She's just like, no. She's like, come see me in a tournament. Bye.
Right.
Literally it. So there's like a fucking thing that they visit up on that later. But yeah, then they go away and immediately fall in a hole. Like it's
Yep, worst green screen ever while they drive away. And Goku learns some more airbending while he's sitting on the back of this ATV.
Yep.
Explodes some melons. Again, the fact that they're like, it's airbending, at no point was this remotely close to anything that the show was. Until the end, there's like 5 seconds, but yeah, I don't, it's mind-blowing, dude. And then, they fall in a hole and meet Yamcha.
Yeah, Yamcha dug the hole and he's trying to extort them to fucking get out. And Roshi's like, "Well, I know that the world's gonna end any minute, but let's just like stay down in this hole for a couple hours while I tell you a story."
Yeah, and then you figure out he could have just jumped out at any time.
Yeah, so
Also, all the
just
ADR every
wasting.
time Yamcha talks, like I don't know if he had like a really bad accent or something, but like
Yeah,
it
but
stands
it's
out.
like Yamcha. He walked out of like a fucking 1970s kung fu movie. That's what it
Right.
feels like. It's bad.
He walked out of a 1970s kung fu movie made in Japan where they were like, this guy's American. That's what it
Yeah,
felt like. And then, yeah, they repeat the opening scene around the fire, literally word for
verbatim.
fucking word with some extra animation showing it. Like,
Yep. Just in case you didn't get it the first time, we're bringing it back for you again. And then coincidentally, there is a Dragon Ball like fucking. They say right there, but then like right there means like fucking journey to the center of the earth.
yeah,
Fucking
dude.
apparently.
That was hilarious. They're like, it's very close. And then they get a fucking drill and they're going forever.
Yeah. And like they like come into like it looked like there was sky. Like it's like either sky or the top of his chamber is so high you can't see it.
It definitely looked like Sky. I don't think they thought this
Yeah.
through at all. But yeah, I put yeah, we get a cutaway to Piccolo donating blood with Mrs. Red Titties and make some kind of creature in a tube, and then the party is now at Mordor fighting putty people
Yeah.
from the Power Rangers.
Yeah, I literally put the same thing. They're just like, and they come up and they fucking start cutting him in half, and like doesn't work. They're like, well, cutting him in half doesn't work. Just throw him in the lava. And they're just fucking, like it's barely an inconvenience, and then like actually are a benefit because then they use the corpses just to leapfrog across the
Yeah.
surface of this lava that
He's
would be
cutting them in
so
half
hot
to
and
make
fucking.
more, and he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm making a bridge." I'm like, "I just watched
Yeah.
you fly earlier. Why do you?"
Yeah, Roshi knows how to. And it's just God, and it's just like he's like literally like inches from lava. We're in like video game fucking logic here, because if you're an inch from lava, I don't care if you have a bridge, your fucking legs are on fire, your fucking clothes burst into flames. Like, and he's just like, dip, 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 got it. And
I'm
then like
surprised they
May
didn't
shows
use the
up.
Kamehameha here to explain why that worked, because they use it for
Yeah,
literally everything
something.
else.
Yeah, use a foot Kamehameha, something. And then Mai shows up and fucking like grabs the ball and like doesn't like it, why did she show up? There was no point. Like she just like she punches him in the face and does nothing. She kicks him and does nothing. And he just goes like, and she fucking like flies like fucking across the room. And she's like, Dragon Ball. All right, let's go.
It was so stupid, dude. And yeah, he gets another vision, and Roshi tells him the balls are showing him the future, but the future is always changing, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I just showing you a thing.
In the same
Could
sentence,
be a thing.
contradicts himself. It's showing you something that doesn't matter. He says, "Let the
Yeah.
dragon show you its lessons." And the only chance we have now is in, how do you pronounce this? Toisan?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is where you meet Sifu Norris, played by Ernie Hudson. And at this
Yep.
point, I'm just laughing my fucking ass off because I'm like, what blackmail did they have on Ernie Hudson?
Yeah, he has to go get the Mufaba from Ernie Hudson, which is a sentence I don't think anyone's said before.
Nope. And he
It's a
looks
new one to the fucking world.
ridiculous.
Yeah, he's like trying to be like get a Tibetan monk, which is ongoing theme tonight of fucking people that are not monks trying to look like monks.
And he doesn't even remotely try to talk like one. He just talks like Ernie Hudson.
He's like, hey man, well you really probably shouldn't have that thing, 'cause it might kill you. It's like, yeah, I need it. He's like, all right, I'll make it for you. It's literally the fucking scene.
And then for no reason, we're at a tournament where Chi-Chi is fighting Red Tits. Why is
Yeah.
she at a
Oh,
tournament
also,
now?
Yamcha and Bulma have a thing for 2 seconds and
Oh,
doesn't
right.
lead to anything. Yeah.
But
Literally
yeah, I don't
pointless.
know at what point their master plan involved her going to a tournament and fighting Chi-Chi. She does get a
guess
blood
they-
sample while she's there.
Yeah, and then she does the clone thing later, I guess. That's the
How
thing
she could
she
have
can
possibly
do.
known she was going to need to do that, because at this
How
point,
do they even know who
Chi-Chi's
the fuck-
not even with them.
Yeah, how do they know who the fuck she is? Like,
No fucking idea, dude.
they've never seen them together. Like, Ichi wasn't there. They didn't mention her. The last time they've seen each other was the fucking Stone Temple. Oh, I guess she said she was following Master Roshi the whole time, so I guess she fucking saw her at some point.
But at
so
no
literally
point were
fucking,
is there any indication that at some point you're going to need
Yeah.
to clone that person he talked to for literally 3 seconds?
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
that's where
Yeah,
Yamcha and Bulma almost kiss. And
Yeah.
this is, I put in all caps, "Oh my sweet God," where he goes, "The final level of airbending is the Kamehameha." And I'm like, what the fuck? He's like,
Yeah,
my
and it's
grandpa
like,
told
this
me
is the
about that, but
Kamehameha.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which yet
dude,
again,
both
the
of these
joke in the
movies have
anime,
some of the best, like,
yeah.
Tai Chi karate.
Oh. And again, in the anime, Goku learns the Kamehameha by watching Master Roshi do it once, and he says like, "It took me 300 years to learn this," and he says like, "What?" And everyone's like, "The fuck?" And in this, it's so hard that he needs to fucking offer him getting his dick sucked to fucking actually get the first one off.
He's like, first you gotta do a little dance, and then you grunt real loud, and
Yeah.
then you make an orange ball instead of a regular one. Yeah, his is orange. I don't understand why. And then I put Goku's
Yeah,
E-fart is blue.
yeah, he's special. Even though in the anime, everyone's just like, it's inconsistent.
Yeah, no, they have themes in this movie. All their Kamehamehas are themed to their personality.
And yeah, he says, "You go do it, light these candles in the courtyard, then you can go to bed." And he's doing it, and apparently Chi-Chi's been stalking his ass the entire time, and he's having a hard time. And she's like, "Okay, like you can come over here, and if you do it 5 times, you can take 5 steps forward." He's like, "Why?" It's like, "Because I can reach you." So it's like,
Right. And then it immediately works, and then when they like touch, he fucking does like 3 at once and shit.
yeah,
Which is, I guess their own little take on how quickly he got it, but it's not even remotely close, and it's not even remotely
no.
a Kamehameha. So if he was trying to light candles with a Kamehameha, it would be a little fucking insane.
Yeah, I would have even like laughed if like she touched him and then like he blows the fucking wall apart or some
Right.
shit. Like fucking like, oh, or, like it's like the joke. He's just like
Yeah, makes 3
gently
of them.
drifts apart into 3. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I said immediately
Yeah, and then
works,
she's
then
like,
stops working. The CGI on them is awful, also.
Yep. Then she's like, "Now turn all the lights off," and then, and like you said, that night Gohan was conceived.
Also, every piece of advice everybody gives in this movie is so insanely vague and unhelpful. She's like, you have to make every move your own. What in
Yeah,
the
he's like,
actual fuck does
"Got
that
it."
even mean? They weren't somebody else's before you said that. I was still the one doing
Yeah.
that.
And she doesn't like she never shoots a beam or anything in the entire fucking movie. Like,
True. How the fuck
so
does she
she
know?
knows this shit. It's like, I've been studying theory. I don't practice it, but I love the concept.
And then, yeah, Bulma pulls a gun on Chi-Chi.
Yep, because looks like she's fucking doing the walk of shame away from
Oh,
fucking
right,
Goku's room.
right.
Yeah,
And
which
then
I
this
guess is a
is
clever misdirect. But then, yeah, it turns out it's not her. It's
it's
fucking the clone, or
yeah.
it's May disguised as her, and an as of yet unseen cloning ability that was not established earlier or
And again,
explained
unless
later.
she can see the fucking future, how did she know she was going to get the opera? Like, there's no reason that makes sense. You literally watch
No.
them talk at the, like, see you at the tournament. They're going to fuck later, and then I can sneak out of their
Yeah.
room.
I could taste the pheromones in the air. I know.
She's like, well, I would fuck that guy, so she's going to fuck that guy.
Yeah. They run away, and then we get an example of 2 people picking the same character in Mortal Kombat as
Yeah.
the 2 Chi-Chis fight.
Oh, yeah, this is,
And
and there's like fire on the ground. They're like, we have to run
Yeah.
around. And Goku stands there and watches them fight through the fire. And then it was like, I'll just go through.
Yeah, like he didn't just fucking like rock skip over lava fucking earlier. And I do love this. He fucks up. Like he completely gets it wrong.
Oh, yeah. That part,
Like he knocks out a real Chi-Chi.
that was on brand. And then
Yeah.
she shapeshifts back into Miss Red Tits and then straight up flies away like Superman.
Yeah. We're getting close to the end. Thank God. Okay. Oh yeah, and as she goes away, she shoots him in the chest with a laser. And Roshi's like, "I got this," and then shoots him in the chest with a laser.
Yeah, that was fantastic. He does a Kamehameha to revive him. Nobody tries CPR at any point.
No.
Meanwhile, Goku is having a Black Panther / Mufasa vision of
Yeah.
Grandpa. And
Grandpa just standing in a lake.
it says for the 100th time, always have faith in who you are. Again, all this advice could not have been more fucking vague. Like,
Yeah. He could have been walking through a fucking like hallway of motivational posters for how fucking like
Right.
effective all this fucking like
at no
advice
point was
is.
anybody like, hey, you're like part monkey later. You're going to struggle with that. Just try to hang on to yourself.
Yeah, like really get into your meditation because you're gonna be dealing with some shit. I'm not gonna tell you till you're 18 for reasons, but and not until like the night of your 18th birthday. I'm not gonna like
Right.
wake up and tell you that. Like you gotta.
Oh, my chest hurts.
We need to have cake while we talk about this. It'll calm you down.
Oh my god. Fantastic. Yeah. Roshi does a corny suck in of air, dances him back to life, and they're good.
Yep.
And then they're like, Piccolo has all 7 balls now. And then they get their Mafuba, like immediately. They're like, he has all 7 balls. Here's the Mafuba. Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah. Oh, perfect timing. And yeah, they all go off to Dragon Temple, which has not been established. I don't know where it is in relation to where they are.
Nope.
But they just get there. And then Yamcha. Oh, no, I remember how they get there. Yamcha has a flying car that, yet again, was not established
Oh, right.
earlier. Or
Well, it's. I assumed it was Bulma's flying car that somehow Yamcha knows how to drive now.
no. It's Yamcha's because he has like that's the truck he pulls up on with like the fucking drill and shit
Okay,
on
then
it.
it
Like when he
makes no
fucking puts
fucking
them all.
sense at all.
No, no, it
Because
really does.
Goku's like blown away by Bulma's tech. If you have seen flying cars around,
And it's like he goes to Techno High School. Like it's not like he's. Well, I guess he's only seen Scions at this point, so I guess maybe this is a little
and
impressive.
Mustangs, yeah.
Yes, Scions and
Only cool
Mustangs.
white people drive Mustangs though. So Yamcha shouldn't be allowed to drive this car.
No.
But yeah, Piccolo uses
Yeah.
a ball and summons the tower. It makes no fucking sense. I don't understand why he needed the tower. At no point
Yep.
was it important.
Yep. Just it's a little nice little holder for the balls. It's like
Yeah.
the little indents in it already. Goes up.
And then Goku puts on the gi and looks terrible. He has
Yeah.
no muscle
It's like
definition in his body.
it's like a white guy showing up to a Halloween party in like a custom Goku outfit. That's like really what it looks like. It's like, hey,
and
Jim, nice
knows
costume.
that he has no arm definition, so he wears a full t-shirt underneath it. It looks bad. And they call the dragon Shenlong, which is apparently the Chinese name. So I don't know why all of a sudden they're trying to be lore appropriate.
I mean, I guess it is like all about Journey to the West. Basically, is fucking. It's all based on like the ancient Japanese Monkey King Goku. And
I fully understand that Shenlong is the other name for Shenron, but why is this
but
movie
I don't give
trying?
them enough credit to be doing that intentionally.
Exactly.
No, that was they did it mistakenly. Did the right thing.
Right. But yeah, so he summons Shenron, and what does he wish for? Oh, he uses it to turn Goku into Ozaru.
No, that's not even it. No, it's because like they use the Dragon Balls at the end. He just brings the thing up, and then like
He
there's a
didn't use
beam
them?
clash.
Oh, he didn't
Yeah,
use
they never
them.
used them. Yeah. No. Roshi does the beam clash with fucking Piccolo, and there's that big ass explosion. No, I understand your brain trying to protect you from this movie. And then like one of the balls rolls off, and fucking Yamcha and Bulma have that bullshit fight with Maya in the caves. Yeah, no, but like no. Goku was going to turn into the Roser anyways. He came here in a meteor when he was a baby.
Right.
And
then the solar eclipse happens right fucking now.
Yeah, it's not the moon and everything else. It's a solar eclipse that turns him into a Rosu, and yeah, he's been sleeper cell agent the
It
entire
takes
time.
just long enough for him to give some exposition while he transforms. Yeah.
Yeah, and so Mai and all the other stupid people are running through the fucking caves trying to get the fucking last Dragon Ball. It was like a little gunfight that barely matters. Mai dies. Goku turns into Weremonkey. It's like, yet again, Rosu's supposed to be like this fucking like King Kong thing.
Yeah.
And just like it's like 2 feet taller,
It's
a
awful.
little thicker.
Also, it doesn't explain how he was also here 2,000 years ago to help Piccolo the first time.
Yeah.
But
I guess he has many Orozus. He's just got like a baby factory somewhere that shoots baby meteors at the fucking planet.
But they don't
know.
even try to explain any of that. They talk
No.
all movie about how he was here 2,000 years ago as a disciple of Piccolo, but then Goku came here 18 years ago.
Yeah. Yet again, Piccolo returned somehow. That's about as much as fucking information as we get. And he's Orozu for just long enough to kill Master Roshi.
Right.
And choke him to death. And yet again, Roshi's like, remember who you are. It's just like, everyone fucking tells me that. I get mad at this point. Just shut up.
Repeats the same fucking line everybody's been saying. Yeah, he tries the Mafuba and fails, and then gets killed. And Yamcha volunteers to like self-sacrifice and stay behind and fight the big monkey, and is like, give me one of your guns. And she barely protests at all. She's just like, no, okay, here. And it's not helpful at all. He gets taken out immediately.
He's like aiming at a hallway, and he just fucking Kool-Aid Mans through a wall and fucking like knocks Yamcha out. And then I think that's when he goes back out and kills Roshi, and that's when the fight is happening with Mai, and they get the Dragon Ball back. And then as he kills Roshi, he's like, oh, power of friendship, and fucking like just starts like reverting to his human form.
Yeah, then he goes. Yeah, he says, don't let the Ozaru destroy Goku within you. And he goes, oh, okay. And then that's all it takes for him to figure it out.
Oh shit.
And then he gives another horrible one-liner. He shrinks down and goes, something my grandpa taught me. First rule is there are no rules. Boo. Boo, one-liner, boo.
And then he realizes the other thing his grandpa told him his whole life was like, you have to be one with yourself and one with your enemy. It's like, oh, I just have to self-actualize. Cool. powers up.
Just all of a sudden has full control over this apparently amazing power that is barely useful.
Yeah, and then does like such a wrong Kamehameha. Like he does it while jumping and flying forward, and it's like this like 3-inch beam fucking off of his hands
Mm-hmm.
goes through Piccolo's thing, and then just fucking blasts him. Piccolo's dead.
It was so close to being mildly satisfying to see something from the show.
Yeah,
Because he does like scream, like, God. I'm like, oh my God, thank God, something from the show. Nope.
yeah. Where was this? Yep.
Yeah, they have different colored Kamehamehas. Piccolo's is red, and he just goes through Piccolo's. And yeah, like you said, just fucking kills him immediately.
They go over Roshi's dead. They're like, but we have the perfect wish Dragon Balls. And yeah, they fucking wish Roshi back to life.
So I guess he just didn't give a flying fuck about his grandpa.
Yeah.
I'd rather have this
'Cause
guy
they're
that
like-
I met 3 days ago back to life than the man who
Well,
raised
could
me.
have phrased it like, bring back everyone that Piccolo killed
Right?
in the past couple of days. Like, you could have just like phrased it like that. Nope. Just not this one guy. He's kind of cool. Like I've driven around with him for like 2 days now. It's fine.
Yeah,
And,
I can't
yeah.
believe it. Oh, and also, when they decide to use the balls, Goku goes, Dragon, the test has been fulfilled. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. What, is there a handbook we missed? Something? I don't know. Fucking know. And yeah, everything's hunky dory. And God,
I also put.
oh,
He says, I was in a place I can't describe. Then your grandpa kicked me out and said there was much you still needed to learn. And then he's
Yeah.
like, we gotta find the Dragon Balls again. He's like, I gotta do one more thing. Punch my girlfriend.
yeah. I write down here, and then we end on Goku beating his future wife. Like consensually.
Even joke aside, why was I gotta do one more thing? I gotta go fight Chi Chi. Why?
Yeah.
Why is that the first thing you need to go do, dude?
He's an 18-year-old boy. He's got one fucking thought in his mind.
And then we get a stupid after credit showing Piccolo alive, and like the fact that they really believed they were gonna get a sequel, or maybe this was like some kind of leverage, like you have to give us a sequel because we did this, and they were like, yeah, we don't care.
Yeah, they should have learned from Avatar that just because you put in a teaser doesn't mean you get the fucking next movie.
And now basically in the same universe.
Yeah, I mean the Suckerverse, the
I don't know what you even call it. Appropriation verse.
corporate
Yeah. I will say at least the opening to The Last Airbender immediately gives, they sucker you in. They give you a slight sense of nostalgia with the opening animation, you know?
Yeah.
But this movie opens on the widest Inuits you've ever seen.
Like borderline Aryan.
Yeah.
Like, man, they just butcher the characters, and it's so bad because yeah, we start with Sokka, not Sokka, Sokka,
Right.
and Katara. I guess they get Katara fucking right because I guess there's enough fucking consonants in it they can pull that off.
Yes, please understand that anything I pronounce in this movie is the way they pronounced it.
Yeah.
We have Sokka and Ong.
Yeah, and Iro.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, but again, it starts with kind of like the first episode. Sokka and Katara are off hunting for food, and they fucking come across like a fucking Aang in the ice. This shit happens so goddamn fast. Like, there's no fucking build up, there's no fucking preamble to any of this. It's just like plot, 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 plot,
And
plot,
that
plot,
happens
plot,
a
plot.
lot in this movie. It is jarring.
And like when you think of these characters, you think like Katara's got this kind of like motherly warmth to her. Fucking Sokka's kind of irreverent and funny. Aang is very childlike and innocent. None of that fucking shows on any of these characters.
No.
Like they're just like, I am saying line now.
Mm-hmm. I will
Now you say
say
line.
there is some parts that I went into a full fit of laughter watching Sokka in the background acting as Ong would talk, and I was crying laughing watching him try to facial act while he talks. But yeah, they have horrible survival instincts for anybody that lives in this climate, and immediately shatter ice they're standing on top of.
And yeah, inside this ice orb is a little kid in like Tibetan monk robes and fucking Appa, the fucking sky bison, which again, if you know, you know, but it's like a giant bison that has 6 legs and can fly, and it's
really
covered in fur.
bummed out at how little Appa was in this movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, like the amount of fur on him was probably like 2 million every second he was on fucking screen or some
Well,
shit.
you hear him so much that you kind of halfway believe he's been in the movie the whole time. You're like, wait, I haven't seen him in like an hour.
Oh yeah.
So
And,
right after this is the first part where I'm like, they must have cut a huge scene here because they get him out, he's unconscious or whatever, and they drag him back to their village. And then Katara walks in to talk to him and is like, "You're not still upset, are you?" He goes, "Not as much as I was." I'm like, "What? Upset about what? What happened?"
Yeah. It's
When was
yeah,
he
this movie
upset?
just
He was
jumps
never
around.
conscious.
I think he like mentioned something about running away because he's angry at some point, but yeah, it's just like it goes by so fast. It's like hard to fucking like pin anything down. And like the second she talks to him, it's like 3 sentences. Oh, and also when he came out of the ice, there was like a giant sky beam. We cut over to
Right,
fucking like this massive like warship with the fucking Fire Nation on it,
right.
with Zuko and Iroh and all those fucking soldiers. And they're like, and literally like it's we meet Ong, it cuts to the village, there's that conversation, and then like fucking Sakura's like the Fire Nation's attacking. It's just like it's that fast. Like
But I like this part when I can't get over how they chose the whitest people on Earth when there's actual Inuits in this village. And
I know. It's so annoying. And they just keep them in the background so you don't fucking pay attention
mhm.
to like what they're actually supposed to fucking
Yeah,
look
they're
like.
all just fodder, which is great. And then Fire Nation shows up and says, "Bring me all your elderly." And I love that what's his dick goes to grab his boomerang and she's like, "Don't." And then immediately after that starts water bending and he's like, "Don't." And I'm like, "What are we doing?"
Yeah. Oh yeah, also yeah, the Katara's a waterbender. She fucking sucks at it. It's been
Right.
established. She becomes amazing at it with no training. It's fucking annoying. Yeah, another thing. People becoming amazing at these magical skills with no on-screen training.
Or very, very little. It's really, really frustrating.
Yeah.
Or
God.
in this
Yeah.
one, a couple times he seems amazing at it, and they're like, he can't do it, and I'm like, but he just did though. Like I just saw it
Yeah.
though.
And they search the village. They find like one of these things is not like the other with fucking Ong. And he's like, it's like, hey, everyone's in furs and you're in a fucking Tibetan monk's robe. Fucking get over here.
And
And
bald.
they pull and bald. Yeah, this is it. So they figure out he's something. They take him to the ship, and then we get like the lore drop from fucking Grandma White Inuit. Yeah, Grandma gives a fucking lore drop, basically saying like, "Oh, okay, the Avatar was this dude who could do all four of the elements because most people can only do one. Right? Everyone else can only do one. The Avatar can do all four. He's reincarnated all the time. Disappeared 100 years ago." And that's when the Fire Nation fucking took over the world, and he's been missing since.
Yeah.
Because I think that's basically what she tells him.
Yeah. And she's like, you need to go save him. And they're like, this is where I made a note that she tries to talk like she's native sometimes while she's telling them the lore, which just hurts my heart. And then they're like, we're going to need a miracle to get there that fast. And then they hear Appa roar and they go outside and he's floating. And they're like, bison creature floats. I'm like, okay, like Jesus fucking Christ. Just say the stuff. Just say the stuff so that nobody has to understand any lore.
We cut to the Fire Nation ship. We see Fire Lord or the Prince Zuko's uncle, Iroh,
Right.
come in. It's supposed to be fucking Iroh, but it's Iroh. And yet again, in the show, Iroh is this like fucking like kind of fun-loving, very like easygoing, trying to like make his son kind of zen, but he's got this sense of humor to him. In this, he just comes off as wise mystic man, like just which you don't learn that about him until like way fucking later in the show. He's just
Right.
kind of a buffoon in the beginning.
Yeah, whole time
And,
he just
he gives
seems like the cooler for his complete asshole nephew.
Yeah, he gives him the avatar test, which like he puts like elements in front of him, and they all react to him. And he's like, "Oh, look, if you fail the test, we'll let you go." And everyone fails the test, but you're the one person in the world that can pass this test, so you're staying.
Right.
And then he's like, "Cool, no," and just fucking like escapes with like no fucking problem whatsoever.
Just immediately does air karate and just whoop, 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 goes past all the guards.
Yeah.
And then I do love the pocket paper plane he pulls out and actually uses. But he just
Yep.
immediately, they all run up to the top of the ship too and look at it and they go, there's nowhere to run. And he was like, boop. And
Yeah,
then he
the,
flies like 100 feet away just to go sit on Appa and look down at them and be like, we got to get away from that.
and this reminds me of one of the things that pisses me off so bad about this movie is they fucking nerfed the firebenders in this too.
Oh, dude.
Because
Yeah, they nerf a lot of them, but the firebender's the worst because, like,
in the fucking cartoon, they can just go wha and fire. In this, they need like a little fire pit next to them.
Right.
They can just like fucking shoot little fireballs out of it. It's just like,
well, yeah, and then they make it sound so insane that he can do that later. Yeah, it's fucking horseshit. And Zuko's pissed and says, I had my honor back for a moment as they watch them fly away and nobody tries anything to stop them. They have fucking fire cannons on this ship. They are firebenders. They have so many things
they have an engine too. Like you can just fucking like chase this thing down to exhaustion, which is a fucking plot point in the show.
Right.
Like they fucking get like exhausted because like these fucking mechanical fucking things are after them all the time. But nope, we just instant cut to Tibet.
Yep. Yep. We're in Tibet playing with monkeys, and It's slowly starting to dawn on Katara what is about to happen to him, but entirely too late. Because he's like,
Yep.
I know where everyone is. And then she's like, wait, your friends were monks? I'm like, bitch, your grandma just told you this.
Yeah. And yeah, it turns out everyone's dead. And yet again, in another worse version of the scene, we just see all these like fucking dead fucking airbender bones in the fucking field. Where yet in the show, a monk Yatso or whatever like his fucking name was, it was like Aang's father teacher. Like how they find him is in a sealed chamber with like 80 Fire Nation dead bodies around him and
Right.
him alone. He fucking took out like a whole fucking battalion by himself. Here he's just fucking dead in the field.
And I cannot stress enough how much I hate the child that plays Aang.
Yeah.
But while
Not an
she's like,
actor.
all your friends are dead, you were in there for 100 years, he steps on a bone of someone he loved and goes, you're lying. I'm like, you just crushed your best friend there. Like, what do you mean you're lying?
Yeah. And then yeah, he goes into the Avatar state for the first time, which is like connecting to the spirit world and like accessing all his powers. And this girl who he's known for like a day, like, is just like, oh, calm down. Okay. And
Dude.
another theme of God tier powered guys and someone just saying, hey, chill. And you're like, oh, okay, chill.
And again, things you had to wait forever to like see happen in the show are just like bing, bang, boom. We did it all already.
Yep.
And then enter Asif Manvi playing
Yes.
Zhao.
General Commander Zhao, and yeah, I put down Zuko gets roasted for a second time. Yeah.
He invites him onto the ship. He sees the prince, invites him onto the ship, and then gives a speech just completely fucking shitting on him. He goes, Prince Zuko is soft. The Fire Lord says he isn't to wear the uniform. Fire Lord says that the prince has a baby dick.
Yeah. It's like he wears it like a costume, like a child on a holiday. It's just like,
and they all are just
like
standing there holding their drinks up like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they just both fucking like Hero and fucking Zuko just both get up and leave just because, yeah, like it's the biggest. When he comes over and he's like, I'm gonna be your fucking boss one day.
Right.
Chill, and just fucking like walks out.
And they just go back to their ship. I'm like, what even was the point of this? Come on over.
Yeah.
You're a bitch. Bye. And then we cut away so fast we're moving because now an earthbender runs into the party.
Yep, little kid. And they're like, he was bending stones at me from behind a tree. I'm like, you sure he wasn't just like throwing rocks at your head?
Like, and then when you see them earthbend, I'm like, they were definitely just throwing rocks at you.
Yeah.
I also like that she looks at Aang and goes, stay hidden. And he walks 2 steps back and puts his hood up to where it's not even covering his face. And I'm like, what the fuck was that, dude?
Yeah. And yeah, they just start a fucking fight with a bunch of Fire Nation soldiers, and Katara tries to do a cool ice bending thing and just encases Sokka in ice. And,
dude, the acting right there sucks balls. And then the acting right after this sucks so much more balls because Aang walks into this camp, this concentration camp, essentially.
Yep.
Where
they're keeping the earthbenders in a valley of fucking rocks.
And all they apparently were waiting on was a small bald white child to walk into the middle of them and go, Earthbenders, why are you acting this way?
And you are strong. It's just like the epitome of white savior syndrome. Like he might have just as well gone down to South Central and taught them math. Like it's that fucking condescending. Like it's God.
And even the writing sucks because even if he was acting the shit out of this, it's gonna sound bad because he goes, "I am the Avatar. It's time for you to stop doing this." I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, and it's all like
time for us to stop being put in concentration camps. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, also they're fucking idiots because it's like fucking like putting prisoners in a prison made out of guns. Like it's the stupidest fucking thing. Like,
see, I can cope with that because like it's the same as any dictatorship or anything like that. There's way more of us than there are of them, but we are, beaten down and believe that we have no chance. So I kind of get that, but the fact that him talking for 5 seconds horribly and saying nothing of value is enough for them to go, "You're right." And then, dude, I think you mentioned this before, but 8 guys danced to throw 1 rock.
Yeah.
And if you've seen the show, earthbending looks fucking sick.
Yeah, it's like they do like this and a fucking like tower of rock comes out of the ground. This one they're like, they do like a full haka and like a rock this big goes this fast.
At that exact speed, too.
Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, so the only thing I went back and watched that scene a couple times, and this is what I got from that. There are so many scenes in this where people are doing the woo woo fucking like bending movement, but there's nothing happening
Yes.
in relation to it.
Yes.
Where I think like there was supposed to be an effect or something there, and they just didn't put it in for time or budget or something like that. So
100%.
it goes to one other guy, and he's going like, "Huh," and then he throws the rock.
Right.
So I'm guessing it was him and them, but just like how it's framed, just looks like these like 8 dudes are lifting a rock this big. We're like,
Exactly. They did it because there's a lady that does nothing and a wall comes up in front of her, and it looks kind of like how
yeah,
awesome earthbending is supposed to look. Also, I love that when he says, "I'm the Avatar, it's time for you to stop doing this," one of the Fire Nation guys steps up and goes, "The Avatar can airbend. Can you airbend?" And then Katara runs from like 30 feet away and then shoves him like an
yeah,
inch and goes, "Leave him alone." I'm like, he's just asking a question. Also, why did you run
yeah,
from all the way over there?
yeah, and then Sokka sprints in from like another direction to like get in the middle of shit, and it's just like so weird. Like it's just like a high school fight's
Horrible.
gonna fucking break out.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, Sokka at least goes around kicking balls. That's his contribution. But Katara does
yeah,
literally nothing but start standing in the background with her arms out, going, "Don't be afraid."
yeah,
And like you said, it is the worst depiction of white knighting.
yeah. It's bad. And then we get like a 2-second montage of them like liberating other villages.
Sokka's like, "We should find the other small villages they took over and start doing the same thing everywhere." And his eyes start getting insane while he talks. And right
Yeah,
here, this is what the show is. He goes, I says, "I ran away before learning the other elements," and says it like it's a secret. They're all like, "No shit." And they're like, "Well, which one do you need to learn next?" It goes air, water, earth, fire, in that order. And then montage of what the essence of this fucking show was. Like they're going to all
yeah.
these
They just
villages and
montage
freeing
past the plot.
people.
It's insane. And I think then the plan is they're gonna go to like the Northern Water Tribe and get him like an actual
Right.
fucking teacher.
You get
Yeah,
a montage that skips past everything I loved as a child, and then narration skipping past even more of what I loved as a child, as she says, "Ung is having trouble learning water bending, and Sokka's concerned we're being followed." And I'm like, "Because you literally are, Katara, you stupid bitch." As soon as she says that, he looks back and there's smoke coming from a giant Fire Nation ship. He thinks we're being
yep.
followed. Like, what? And then Zhao located the spirits. He's telling,
The Fire Lord, yeah, that
right,
like
yeah.
yeah, figure out where the moon and water spirits are, and if we kill them, fucking we can take over the water tribe and like rule the world, ha ha ha,
Right.
basically.
And he says, "Hope my
And also,
son
yet
doesn't
again, they've
find it first
changed,
for your sake."
yeah, and they've also done this thing where it's like they changed the Fire Nation to India instead of like Japan in this, and it just
Hmm.
feels weird.
Yeah,
Like
I
the
don't.
styles like clash really badly.
It's confusing to me because M. Night made this movie. You would think he wouldn't villainize his people
Shoot,
this way.
yeah,
In a
makes them all
universe
the
of
fucking like
his creation where all
less.
the good people are white, he makes all the bad people Indian.
Yeah, in an original universe where all the good and the bad people were some kind of Asian descent in fucking the original one, where it doesn't have this. It's like Earth Nation's China, Fire Nation's Japan, Air Monks are Tibet, and then fucking Water Nation is like Inuit people. And like,
Dude,
if you just
exactly.
kept
So
it
that's
to
what
that, it's
the
fine.
I loved the Water Nation when I was a kid because my family's Inuit. Also, I am one of the whitest Inuits you've ever seen, but they are way whiter than I am.
Oh no, those bitches are from like Glendale, fucking California. Like
It
they're
was
fucking.
insane to
There's
me.
not a drop of.
You don't even
Like
have
I have
black
more
hair.
ethnicity. Yeah, I am more ethnic than them, and I'm the whitest man on this planet. Like,
But yeah, no, I always remembered loving the Water Nation when I was a kid because I was like, it's like
yeah.
Inuit superheroes.
Yeah. No, it was great. And like they like live on ice, so you can't fuck with them because you can just like make their fucking home like crush you and shit. It was great. Yeah, it was they're
Well, and
fucking cool.
historically, Inuits, depending on where you are, specifically where the Inupiaq are from, is basically a combination of Asian and Native American because of the
Yeah.
ice bridge. So it all makes
Mm-hmm.
sense that it's, yeah, like you said, it was all some different, geographical location of Asian. And then this, I don't know, man. When they get to the Northern Water Temple, it's just Elsa. Like it's fucking
Yeah,
Frozen.
it's
And
fucking
I
all
was
white people.
like, I swear to God, I was gonna see Sven at some point, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
One of them was definitely named Sven. He might have been the Sven, but he was a Sven. Oh yeah, and we get to the but yeah, before we get to the Northern Water Temple, we go to the Northern Air Temple. We're just like it's
Right.
like, hey, you seem sad, and he's like, want to go to the northern air temple, see if anyone's still alive there. Yeah, and the next scene he's just gone. Like he
Right.
just fucking leaves the Nampa by himself.
You also get
And,
a
he
pointless
goes
scene of
there.
Prince Zuko making a child tell him his own backstory.
Yes, yeah. We get Zuko's story where his dad burned him because he wouldn't send his friends to his death, and his dad's a dick, basically. Yeah. And he goes there and basically is just instantly betrayed by a monk. Just
Oh, sorry. I hate to keep going
chamber.
backwards. I'm sorry. But also, right before he leaves, this is what's killing me. They're like, he's not grasping waterbending. And right before he leaves, he is killing it at waterbending. Like, he's better
He's
than
like
her.
lifting an entire fucking lake.
Yeah.
Like, fucking.
And then he like thinks about dead people for a second and drops it and was like, this isn't working. I'm like, dude, it took so long in the show before you were here.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, keep interrupting. But yeah, then they go to the air temple where it's a trap, and
they send him like to the chamber where there's like all the statues of his previous incarnations, and he's like, I failed and did a bad thing. And the monk's like, okay, then you'll understand why I did this.
Right.
And like fucking hundreds of like Fire Nation archers come out and fucking pin him down.
With zero effort, they capture him.
Zero effort.
And 5 seconds later, barely an inconvenience to escape these people.
He's captured. He's taken by or Commander Zhao, and he's like, we have him. Muhaha. And then, 10 seconds later, fucking Zuko in a costume comes in and fucking frees him.
Right. There's a moment where Zhao is like, I've noticed that you only do airbending. And I'm like, well, look at that. Somebody picked up on the thing that everyone knows already.
Yeah.
And he's still whipping your ass, but
yeah, and there's a whole thing yet again. The anime in this, like the guards of this were like one of the few people that could actually like fucking pin Aang down because they're just so fucking good at archery and shit.
Right.
I guess there's that one guy because that one guy fucking pulls off a goddamn shot.
Oh, dude, and it didn't make any sense why he did that. But so Ninja comes in. You don't know who it is yet. Somebody in a mask doing ninja moves comes in and frees him. Does absolutely zero firebending. I'm just really good at fighting, and they fight everybody. And what should have been super, super cool to watch was so goddamn lame. Because first of all, this child is super unathletic. And all of his fake air karate moves look bad. Like he's slow. And they couldn't have done any camera work to make him look better. I mean, like there's parts where he's doing moves and he's like...
It reminds me of like when a Make-A-Wish kid goes to WWE. Like that's what it felt like.
Well, and he's bald, so it looks just like that.
So those big burly men like throwing themselves backwards to make this little kid fucking feel strong.
Well, and he's trying to spin this big ass staff around that he's too weak to do. Like they should have done something lighter or something way thinner and CGI'd it in later. They get away because Zhao is like, don't kill the Avatar. And he hears that and puts a knife to his neck and starts backing out with him. And I'm like, so he could accurately shoot the ninja guy from a country mile away with a bow, but not from right up next to him.
Yeah, it's like fucking like across the fucking Grand Canyon, you see an arrow go. And he fucking just like hits him right in the fucking head and like breaks his mask.
Sick flex, but why did you need to do that? He was right there in front of you.
And yet again, it made sense when the entire prison was guarded by an elite archer unit. That made sense in the plot. But they're just like, oh, then he gets shot with an arrow in the face from a mile away. It's just like, why isn't that guy just fucking out front and center all goddamn day? Like fucking pay that guy more.
And then Ong farts a cloud that completely debilitates the entire army, apparently.
Og, no, stop.
And you can see through it. That's the thing. The CGI was so bad that you can see through it just fine. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Zhao tells the Fire Lord that his son is the Blue Spirit who has never once been mentioned in this fucking movie.
No. And how does he know this?
Don't know, dude. He there's a moment where it looks like they meant to imply that he recognizes his mouth or something. Like maybe he sees a little bit of the scar. But they don't do that.
Zuko's scar is like fucking like I hit myself with a fucking hair curler by accident. Like it's so fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Like in the anime, it's like his entire fucking side of his head is like deformed.
It's like purple.
This is like, this is just like I missed my fucking mascara and made a little scratch.
They're like, we can't make Dev Patel look ugly. They were just not allowed to after Slumdog. Weird overdub of the Fire Lord and Zhao's conversation continuing, and he says, "Don't harm my son." And then
hard cut to him trying to harm his son.
Him trying to straight up bomb his son. He straight up pulls a longest yard on him. You remember the OG, the longest yard, where he rigs the light bulb? It's that.
He's like a gas leak in the room, and like it's all fucking torches, and unfortunately he sees it in time and runs out, and it's like, supposed to be like, is he dead? It's like, no, he's not fucking dead. We know he's not dead. And then we get to, I don't know what happened in this part of the movie, but it must have been so bad they just had to ADR over the whole goddamn thing. Because we get to the water nation in the north, yet again, just fucking cut, like fucking from
Yeah.
Tibet to fucking
For no reason, he
the
says,
fucking
I think
Arctic.
he's going north to learn waterbending, and then they're there.
Yeah, and and we just get Katara just like, we went to the Northern Water Tribe and we met this guy, and then my brother met the princess, and him and the princess became friends immediately. And it was just like, oh my god, it's just like literally, it's the tell don't show. Like it's so bad.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. Like,
Yeah,
it could have been longer or
we also
something, but yeah, you get like a minute amount of background action of Ong learning waterbending from their like master waterbender, and
we completely cut over the fucking sexism part of this. Like in the fucking show, like women weren't allowed like
right.
to learn combat waterbending. Like it was like, yeah, no, Katara's there. It's cool.
Oh yeah,
God,
it's
yeah.
ugly as fuck. And you
Oh yeah,
can
and
call
also
it a
this
training
is where we meet
montage, but it's
also
like 4 seconds
yeah,
of him
and I
waterbending.
have to say this is where we meet Sokka's girlfriend, Princess Penis Hair. It's bad. It's just like we first meet her from the back, and she has like this little bob that's like hanging down halfway, and it just looks like a shaft and like the head of a dick from the back, and you can't unsee it once
I
you see
told you my fucking lung hurts, dude. Stop it.
give you pneumonia in the other fucking lung. And she's like, well, basically, I was born dead, and my parents put me in the magic water with the moon spirit, and I came back to life.
Yep. And city's preparing for war because they know the Fire Nation's coming. And
that's all we get. They literally say the city is preparing for war because they know the Fire Nation is coming because I'm here. That is all. Like just Aang says
they're
that,
like looking at a map briefly doing something, and that's it.
Yeah.
And they're like, we need somebody to protect the princess at all times, and Sokka volunteers, and they're like, okay. But in this movie, you have no understanding why they trust him to do that at all.
Yeah, like he's hasn't. I don't think he's had a conversation with her at that point on screen.
No,
like,
and no combat to speak of other than kicking balls that would make him like, I trust you to protect our princess.
Hey, again, in the show, Sokka is competent with martial arts, and he keeps up with the fucking benders and shit. But yeah, and this he just like hits. Yeah, he just kicks a couple people in the balls. I don't think he even throws his fucking boomerang once, which is fucking no.
He like feigns like he's gonna do it like 17 fucking times, never actually does it. Zhao says he knows where the moon and ocean spirits are. The Fire Lord says kill them, and then we get a weird, stupid sparring session with Ong and the.
Who's now a fucking master of waterbending, at least defensively, like fucking just
he's fucking killing it, and then he's like, now do offense, Ong, and then raises the entire goddamn ocean.
Yeah, which is I think offense enough. Like, okay, cool, you win. Like you just you threatened me with the ocean.
And he's like, it's still not working, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
You're just stopping.
Ero is with Zhao.
Yeah, and he's like, we know where the water spirit is. He's like, oh, that'd be a great honor to meet them. It's like, yeah, we're killing them. It's like,
well, he doesn't tell him. He's just like, I'll make sure you meet them. And then, you see Prince Zuko is hiding on board. Uncle says, I'm sure Zhao was the one that ordered the attack on your life. Like, yeah, duh, dude.
Yeah, no shit. Like, you fucking like, yeah, he hates you, like openly and obviously.
And little bitty thing here, but I'm pretty sure they recorded that on a cell phone because it's ADR'd when he walks down to the bottom of the ship. Is like, I'm positive it was Zhao who attempted your life, but it's like,
I'm positive it was Zhao who attempted your life.
God, why do they put so much money into this movie and this is what we got? Jesus fucking Christ.
But now we're here. The Fire Nation has arrived, and it's time for shit to happen. And it happens for a while. I think like a third of this movie is this fight.
Yeah, and it's not a great fight either. But yeah, we see all this like black ash coming in, which is like what the fucking like and like this fleet of fucking Fire Nation ships come.
Yep.
And they breach the walls with like fucking barely an inconvenience. Like they just like fucking yeah. It's like they could have done this at any time, pretty much. Like they have weapons like built for this shit. And also while this is happening, Zuko's like sneaking in underwater into like the main area.
With just regular ass clothes on in Arctic Ocean, swimming through the water just fine.
Should be dead.
And then he melts up through the ice, and it looks terrible.
Yeah.
They don't use any special effects or anything. He just like
pushes up through fucking a layer of slush. Yeah. And but apparently it's the thing firebenders can do because once the fucking place starts like, getting attacked, we have like underground water drill fucking soldiers that just like come up out of fucking nowhere.
Drills were kind of cool. Their methods of getting in, other than how they just completely get through the walls with zero problem, which should be a huge problem. That was bullshit. And the whole time they're like, you gotta do what you're gonna do before before the moon comes out, because that's where they get their power from. They keep saying it over and
Yep.
over and over and over, just in case you didn't fucking get it. And in the middle of the fight, Ong's like, I need to ask you something, and then he tells him I have to talk to the dragon spirit. Is there somewhere I can meditate, basically? And she's like, oh, yeah, we have this really special place where the fucking moon spirit is.
Yeah. And take him to this little tropical bonsai garden in like the middle of the fucking like ice mountain, which I guess is like why it's so special. And there's like two koi fish, like a black one and a white one, which they call like yin and yang later, push and pull and all that stuff.
And they put like an orange glowing ball inside them to signify that they're special.
Yeah, they're special. Yeah. And and Ong starts meditating, and Chara's like, I'll protect him. Everyone else leave. And they're like, okay, we're gonna go do something else unspecified.
Yeah, Ong's just like, everybody pause war real quick while I go meditate for a super long time.
Yep. And like the second they leave, fucking Zuko shows up and ambushes Katara, and she fucking like puts up like 3 seconds of resistance before getting her ass kicked.
For a brief moment, it almost looks like a cool fight, and they must have just been running out of budget, because they're like, okay, this fight can't go on any longer than that.
Yeah. So you get 3 moves. What moves you want to do?
Right.
And so Zuko captures Ong, takes him away. But yet again, quickly escapes after he gets the amazing advice from the spirit dragon to use the ocean.
Yeah, dude. Both of these movies have just like the worst advice.
Oh, God. While there's no one in the chamber, Zhao shows up and just like stabs the fish, and fucking Arrow's like, no.
Yeah, he flips the fuck out, and it's cool for a second until he does nothing. He starts emulating fire, and they're all like, oh no. And I'm like, come on, do something cool, dude.
It's like, you can make fire, run. It's like, can't you all kind of, no? All right, cool.
Well, they're like, he has no fire source. That's coming from him. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you mean the thing that you all were able to do in the show, and now we can't? And cool. It's fine. It's fine.
I like Ong wakes up to Zuko emoing out about how his dad loved his sister more than him, and he immediately just like, nope, not trying to listen to this shit.
Yeah, just immediately dips out, and Zuko tries to do something but can't. And then like he's gone for a while, and this is where the fucking movie and the show really diverge, because Zhao stabs the fucking the moon or the ocean spirit. And the moon spirit is just like, oh, fuck that shit, and like possesses Aang, and he becomes a fucking like water kaiju and fucks up the entire fucking water army. That doesn't happen in this one. In this one, he's sad. He goes like, oh, yeah, as he feels like a disturbance in the fucking forest. And the princess
passes out, and
and then we see Zhao running, and he, instead of yet again in the anime, he gets killed by the fucking wrathful vengeance of the water spirit, and then like fucking taken to the spirit world for eternal torture.
It's so fucking dumb what they do instead.
Yeah,
and almost out of character for this movie too. Like, it's 4 randos, and they bring out a big bubble of water and hold him up in the air and drown him in front of them.
And then slam him onto the ground. And he's just like,
and then they just turn around and walk away like, fuck that dude. I'm like, if that was that fucking easy, how did he get in there? How the fuck did he get in there?
Dude, at least make it Paku or something, or someone we fucking know. It's just like, it's like 4 dudes who won a contest. It's like, who wants to kill fucking Zhao in the fucking movie?
It's horse shit.
I'm also kind of fat too.
Like, some wonderful dialogue writing here. He tells Katara, he's like, the dragon told me what I must do. And she's like, Ong, we have to go. And then they turn around. I'm like, what? No shit. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. Where?
Oh, fucking Christ. Oh, and they freeze Zuko. I forgot about that. And then Ong unmelts his face and was like, no waterbender will kill you here. We could have been friends, you know, and walks off. Trash.
Yeah, Princess and Sokka have a completely unearned emotional goodbye. And she fucking just like becomes the moon spirit. She just like goes in the pool and fucking dies. Just dead. Fucking her spirit just goes back into the fish. And like they don't like give any closure to that too. Like in the anime, it's like he sees her spirit again in the moon, and she's like, "No, bitch, dead. You're never gonna talk to her again."
Yep. Also, in the context of this movie, when she says what she's gonna do, Sokka's like, "I'll miss you more than," or she says, "I'll miss you more than you'll know." And I'm like, dude, you just met this guy like yesterday.
Yeah. Then Ong goes out to the fucking front walls, enters the Avatar state, and just like threatens a big wave.
Right.
And everyone's like, "Oh, we should get out of here."
On the
Just
way
fucking
to that,
turns and
you get an
runs.
almost badass scene of him like fighting his way through people to get to where he's going to do that. And it's almost dope, but the CGI on they do CGI on his body and face because he's so unathletic and can't do stuff.
Mhm.
And it's so bad that it takes you out of it because you get it's like a short little slow-mo fight through the crowd where he's doing all these cool combinations of his two elements now. And yeah, it's really, really, really bad CGI on his face and body.
Yep.
And then makes a
Yeah,
wall
and
of water, and that was it. They all just leave.
yeah, he doesn't crash or anything like that. Just like, "Yep, I see your point. We'll leave, sir. Have a good day." Fucking turns and bitches out. Not like go fucking a mile out to sea and wait till he's asleep and come back and try this shit again tomorrow. Like just
Well,
it's like, no, we're done.
they only get like 30 feet away before he drops the wall. They could have just been like, well.
Turn around. See if we can do that again.
And then the ships flee. Everybody cheers. Katara and Sokka help him walk down the stairs. Everyone bows, even the Fire Nation. And he can't cry on cue. He can't fucking act.
Yeah.
So he like tries to make a cry face and does his fucking little bow at them like.
Yep. And it cuts, and then we go to hear the Fire Lord talking to someone, and he's like, "You must succeed where your brother failed." And cuts to this girl. It's like, "Yes, father," as a teaser for the next movie with Azula and fucking poor girl, man. Like that girl must have been so excited.
Oh yeah.
It's like I only got like 5 lines and 1 line in this one, but like I'm gonna be the main character in the next one, guys. And then it's fucking nothing.
Terrible. And again, I would have believed if they went for a sequel on this movie because it's fucking Nickelodeon. They don't give a shit what the ratings are.
Yeah.
It made them
It
cash.
made money. I mean,
I'm kind of shocked they never did it. But instead, what we got is decade of everyone hating this fucking movie and then another attempt that wasn't better.
it wasn't as bad.
No.
But it wasn't good enough to keep my attention.
No. All right. Well, if you're new to the show, as I explained at the beginning, we're going to take these 2 movies through 10 rounds, score each movie on a scale of 1 to 10. Unlike most of our other episodes, we are seeing which one is the shittiest. So we're going to be scoring this on which one is worse. So 10 being they did it the worst, 1 being it wasn't actually that bad, basically. So the winner of this will, in fact, be the shittiest. Some of the rounds are usually through lines through all of our episodes. Not really in this one. There's going to be one round that's a constant. I had to make
Tell us the wheel the worst if we wouldn't get sued.
All right. Well, without any further ado, starting with round 1, opening scene atrocity. Which movie announces its awfulness faster? Dragon Ball Evolution High School Goku doing CW karate? Last Airbender, Zuko's haircut plus that first bending demonstration. Which one makes you go, oh no, the hardest?
I mean, first 30 seconds of the movie, Dragon Ball makes me go, oh, fucking no, so hard. Like the first like minute of Avatar, you have hope because they're doing the fucking intro and it's like fucking live action, looks cool and shit. But like the fucking start of Dragon Ball is just like, wait, what? Who? Where? When?
Exactly. Right out of the fucking. There's zero before I'm like, what are you talking about? What is this?
I mean, it's a bold choice, and like you're letting people like right at the beginning know you're gonna fucking hate this.
You ever see like
it's a
knockoff
choice.
comic books or anything where they take the characters but they're not really the characters and they're like, and then Daredevil flew away and saved the day, shit like that? That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
And then Goku went to high school
Superman
in his
reached into
jeans.
utility belt. Yeah. And was picked on by the school bullies.
Where they all drove Scions, except for the popular white children who were also 40.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to push back on this at all. The opening to Dragon Ball is a 10 out of 10 for me on the awfulness scale.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's just like instant anger. Like it just like this instant negative reaction. Like it fucking elicits from my heart.
Yeah,
Whereas like Avatar, I want to say about like minute 5 is where I go, oh no.
Right. And it's still like it could not be that bad. It breaks you down a lot more gradually in Avatar than Dragon Ball.
It's like once all starts talking and I'm like, oh shit. Until that point, I'm like,
yeah, I would, since it's 10 is the worst, I think I'd give Avatar its opening like a 3 on the awfulness scale.
Yeah, because it's it tricks you at first and then fucking twists the knife, but it does trick you at first. So there is that like brief moment of hope.
All right, so round one, definitely going to Dragon Ball. Taking us into round two, character assassination. Which adaptation butchers its beloved characters worse? Personality changes, casting choices, missing traits. Who commits the greater spiritual crime?
I mean, that all depends. What's worse, a completely different personality or no personality?
This is a tough one, to be frank with you. I think
Yeah.
Dragon Ball.
They divert so far from it.
They both
like, at
slightly
least,
capture the innocence of the main character. Slightly.
yeah. Avatar, at least they do everything correctly but bad. Dragon Ball Z does everything incorrectly and bad.
I will say, from the cartoons, I could buy Goku was a white guy. I could buy that if I had to.
Yeah.
But it
It's
is a
like, yeah,
giant
anime,
slap
yeah.
in the fucking face. How many white people are the main characters in Avatar?
Oh yeah, I mean, just Sokka's fucking like the blandest, fucking most uninteresting, fucking dour little fucking teenager, and Katara's just fucking annoying the whole time and has none of her fucking heart. And
But outside of Goku and Dragon Ball, what they did to all the other beloved characters is so bad. Like Piccolo. What the actual fuck? Why even do Piccolo?
I know. Dude, I was even looking at the fucking Piccolo mask, and it's like they didn't give him antennas, but they gave him that weird like indentation to like represent antennas. I didn't even realize it was fucking Spike. That's how bad the fucking makeup was.
It was
Like,
about to be
literally
worse. Because it was James Marsters. He got there before the producers saw what it was going to look like and changed it before they had a chance to fix it. Because he said they were going for beautiful alien before it wasn't even green.
Oh no. Bulma's close. Yamcha's a joke. Chi-Chi,
Saying Bulma's close is
no.
even a stretch, though.
Yeah, she's a gun-toting bitch who doesn't care and uses her sexuality to get what she wants. At least she was on fucking point for that. Like they didn't do her great, but like it was close. Roshi was fucking atrocious.
That was Roshi was really, really bad.
Chi-Chi,
Yamcha was really, really bad.
Yeah.
She was.
But God, but okay, like who's worse, Katara or Chi-Chi? I want to say Katara.
I want to say Katara too, just because at least Chi-Chi's Asian, you know?
Yeah, she's like the sweet little girly girl, which is not what the fucking character is.
I think they didn't do Prince Zuko terrible as far
Zuko
as this goes.
Fine. Yeah, but the thing is, like, Zuko at the beginning of Avatar is like a super fucking one-dimensional character. I am mad and I want my daddy's respect.
Which they did
so
well.
That's easy to pull off.
It's very easy to accomplish.
Yeah, like he becomes more complicated later, but yeah, Ong just fucking no emotion. Even when he's supposed to be like raging and fucking sad, he's just like,
That's what I'm struggling with here. I hate Ong so much more than I hate Goku, I think. A lot of what I hate about Goku has to do with his power set, his build, stuff like that. But I hate Ong
I guess it's like
as a
he's so far removed. They're trying to do something different enough with Goku that like it removes it from the character.
Yeah.
Whereas just they did the worst version of Ong they could. Like they at least tried to do something different, like actively. Like, okay, we're fucking throwing some other shit in. We're gonna do a little Gohan. It's gonna be different, and like they acknowledge that didn't work.
Right.
They tried to do something different, but yeah, Ong is just like, I'm not even gonna watch the show, and I'm just gonna fucking give direction to the 7-year-old without
also,
fucking
Ong's
any
kind
context.
when he's Aang, he's kind of a whiny bitch for a lot of Avatar, and in the show, he's immediately this like
the Zen.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
I think I gotta go
like,
Avatar.
Avatar makes me angry. Like, I don't know. Like Dragon Ball was, like I said, it's just so far removed from what it's supposed to be that it like insulates it a little bit. Whereas just like whereas Avatar is just like listening to your favorite song played completely off key the entire time.
Let's go through it one by one. Just on Goku, which personality change is worse. I think Ong for sure. I think, like I said, I think
personality.
They were trying with Goku's personality, and he's like,
it just comes off cocky and wrong,
just because of who the actor is. I think. And like you said, there's parts where his horniness just completely takes over his dumbness, and Ong is completely nothing like, in my opinion, Aang. So
No, he's like this like youthful sprite who like inspires joy and happiness wherever he goes, like despite himself. And in
Right.
this, he's just this like depressed ass fucking 7-year-old, just like responsibility.
Casting choice, I think Ong is much worse. Now I'm like correcting
Yeah,
myself on Aang. What the fuck? I
because he's
said
Ong.
Aang,
That's
I
not
mean
Aang.
Ong.
Aang's a different character.
The casting choice was worse for that, I think, than they were
Yeah.
both bad, but I think that one was way, way worse.
Mm-hmm.
Missing traits. I think I have to go Ong there. Like it's a tough one though.
Like, yeah,
I'm going 10-9 here if we're giving it to Avatar.
yeah, because they're both terrible. But yeah, I think Ong fucking ekes it out just by being a really bad child actor and like not being able to pull any of the fucking martial arts off. And
Right. Like I said, I
yeah,
think if Jimmy, I only know him as Jimmy because of Shameless, the guy that
yeah,
plays Goku. If he had been like jacked, it would have covered a lot of bases for me, honestly, other than
mm-hmm.
all the other massive, massive problems with that movie and him as a character.
Yeah.
But if he had
His
just
shirt's
been
never off at any
jacked,
point in this. It's wrong for Goku.
yeah,
Goku needs to have his shirt off 50% of the time,
right.
at minimum.
And when he puts on the gi, you should see giant goddamn arms poking out,
Yeah,
not
you know,
the
it
t-shirt
looks like a fucking
sleeves.
kid on his first day of Taekwondo. Like,
Exactly.
it's sad.
Okay.
He's swimming in it.
So by a nose, round 2 going to The Last Airbender, taking us into round 3. Plot mutilation. Which movie hacks the source material into the most unrecognizable corpse? Coherence, pacing, missing arcs. This isn't the story I know. Which is the biggest offender?
Oh, God. Well, I mean, hacking the story into... that's the thing. It's like, Avatar is the Avatar, but it's after like a fucking kid with a pair of scissors got to the film. Like it's there. It's just there's chunks
Exactly.
missing, but like it does hit the major plot points, even if we completely ignore character development. Fucking Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going like on the OG fucking Dragon Ball comic, like not even goddamn close. I did not see one
Absolutely.
goddamn dinosaur.
Absolutely a 10 to Dragon Ball, regardless of what I give
Yeah, no,
Avatar here.
it
Nowhere
feels
in
like
the
they had a
same
movie.
fucking universe.
No.
Once they start getting into the fucking airbending and waterbending shit, I was questioning myself. I'm like, did I miss this whole part of Dragon Ball?
If we just there's a question. If we just change some names, would this be a better Avatar movie?
It might be. Seriously, I don't know who the fuck okayed that. Like, that is the biggest crime I think that movie commits, is trying to shoehorn in Avatar. What the hell is that?
There's never a thing called airbending or earthbending or firebending in Dragon Ball. It's chi. The closest thing is like they talk about air dancing, which is how they fucking fly.
Sure.
Which like, and yet again, that shows up way fucking later in Dragon Ball. Like no one's flying until like the last quarter of the fucking series.
Right.
Like until that it's jumping.
But they certainly
and
never
and
mention Goku. You need to go learn fire and water bending.
No.
Yeah, no.
Get your ass kicked for fucking suggesting something like that.
I think I'd give Avatar a 4 here, but absolutely a 10 to Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
like you said, they hit on the major points and they butcher them and fuck with some shit they didn't need to fuck with. But it is like, it's like the LaCroix version of Avatar, whereas if I went and bought a Coca-Cola and they gave me a gallon of piss, that is what Dragon Ball was.
Yeah. Because Dragon Ball, you could like cut the movie up and like, okay, yeah, this scene is season 3, episode 2. This scene is like season 3, episode 4. Like you can do that, but this is just like, nope.
Yeah, which episode was it that Piccolo enslaved the entire human race and then was buried in a Mafuba for 2,000 years? You know what? I wonder in that after credits scene when the lady's like taking care of him and he rolls over, was he maybe missing an arm?
Maybe. I couldn't tell.
But they also don't do the
he's also
beam. Like, there's so much.
Yeah, the tri-beam cannon. Yeah, nope, don't do that.
Horrible.
I mean, the Kamehameha is not even a Kamehameha. We're not getting fucking special beam cannon out of this.
But it seemed like I don't know why. I don't know. They almost had it in the very, very end there when he finally goes, like, man! I was like, oh my God, something to hang on to.
Yeah, then Piccolo's doing his Frieza bomb, which, fucking whatever.
Oh, it's so bad. Okay. So that one definitely going to Dragon Ball, taking us into round 4. Action scene failure. Which action physically hurts more to watch? Evolution has wire-fu air punches and PS2 level key blasts. Airbender has the infamous 6 guys bending one pebble. Which film's action choreography is the bigger embarrassment?
Oh,
This is another
yeah,
tough
yeah,
one.
hard.
Because
I mean,
the Kamehameha and all of Dragon Ball is absolute fucking horseshit.
it's this wispy little nothing air
Yeah,
fucking you
key
can see
farts.
through it, and yeah.
And even
Whereas,
the
like, yeah, in the actual show, it's like plasma beam of death. Like,
even the
yeah,
martial arts that they rarely do is pretty bad.
yeah. I mean, like, there's like 2 martial arts scenes in the beginning, like with the bullies and fucking like the wire shit on
Well, and the
the
brief
clothesline.
glimpses of the tournament,
Yeah,
and when they're
but like, yeah,
fighting the
we're not
putty
like,
people.
yeah, but even then, it's like so fast, and it comes off like Power Ranger.
Yeah, I can't tell you a
It's like they
single
might as well
thing
go
that
to, like,
was cool in that. At least in Avatar, I can say that little slow-mo thing at the end was kind of cool looking. They
yeah,
completely fucked that fight against the Fire Nation when he escapes.
the rock bending, like we said, was horrible. Though I guess like there's like 1 or 2 cool seconds of water bending in it, but like the vast majority of it looks like total shit.
Yeah.
At least like I guess like some of the physicality was competent, whereas like the entire time it seems like children play fighting adults in fucking Avatar.
Yeah, so like okay, so in Avatar, the part where they escape, where the Ong fighting is trash, but some of the shit they do with Prince Zuko is pretty cool.
Yeah, like when he was the Blue Spirit, like I want to say that probably action scene is like the most effective in the entire movie.
Yeah, when he's sneaking around and
Or
fucking icing people, and then when they're
yeah,
fighting,
fucking
he's in the
predator hanging
background
people.
actually doing cool fighting moves, and then the arrow shot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I gotta give this to Dragon Ball. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know about a 10 necessarily.
Nah, it's like an 8 and a 6 maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, because like I said, there's a couple good decent things in Avatar, and there's like the whole like little folding plane thing, which is cool that he
yes.
uses a couple of times, and
And every time he
yeah,
escapes by his
yeah.
airbending is pretty cool. Not a
I
single
wish there
part
was
of
more of it.
Dragon
Like,
Ball was I ever like, that was actually kind of cool. Oh, you know
nah.
what? The one part it was is when she throws the fucking damn it, what's it called?
Oh, the capsule cycle at May.
Capsule, yeah.
Yeah, that whole little fight scene in the hallway there was kind of cool. Like she like unloads on May and May like kind of runs around the fucking
Yeah.
wall and shit and dodges. That was kind of cool.
Yes.
But yeah, it's still that was way too little, way too late.
Exactly. Yeah. No. I think we're on the same page here. That one's going to Dragon Ball. Taking us into round 5. Visual effects meltdown. Which movie CGI made you wince harder? Uncanny effects, rubbery creatures, stiff elemental powers. Which one visually ages like milk on asphalt?
I mean, I don't feel like this one's much of a contest. I feel like Dragon Ball was fucking
Yep.
way worse.
It was,
Yeah, just
they had a Nickelodeon budget and M. Night behind Avatar, so some of the bending looked
yeah,
okay. Some of it looked really cool.
yeah.
Him glowing looked decent. The very, very
yeah, like
beginning, when they bring him out of the ice and he's full glowing in a giant air bubble, swirling air sphere,
yeah.
and Appa, yeah.
And then I go think to Dragon Ball, like because like there's that thing in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z where like people get like knocked through mountains and rocks and shit all the time, and there's like they
Love
do
to
that
see
with
some of
like
that.
Goku. Oh, they did it once, like, but it was so bad. It's
Yeah.
like Piccolo like punches Goku and he goes through like 3 pillars and then like threw a rock wall into the ground. But like I was just looking at it, just like this feels like I'm watching like a Disney Channel original movie right now. Like that's the level of like CGI and like rope work and shit I'm seeing here.
Yeah, I would have loved to see some smashes from the sky into a crater in the ground. God fucking
It just didn't
damn
feel like
it.
either of them were strong. Like it
Right.
felt like they were like maybe Captain America level strong fighting each other.
And you're expecting
this point,
so
they should-
much from Piccolo this whole movie, and he does
Yeah.
shit. Oh my god,
Dude, he's like
the
nuking
fucking monkey,
cities and
dude.
fucking
That alone.
evaporating Yeah, like he's evaporating lakes, he's crushing houses with his mind, but then like Goku's there and I can go pew 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 punch. That's all.
And they never really they show him crush the house, but they don't show any of the other cool stuff the rest of the movie. You just get there right after it happens.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, I think the ape alone.
Oh god, yeah, the were ape, dude. It's just like it's
And they never
so
say
bad.
the
And
fucking word Saiyan. I just realized that.
no, there is no Saiyan race. It's just Goku. He's a specific individual entity called Orozu, he didn't come here in a spaceship. He came here in a meteor.
Right.
They put a baby in a fucking meteor somehow. I don't know how.
Oh,
Like that little
fucking
screw
Christ.
or something, or I don't know. Yeah, no, he's not in the mecha, or they say like something like Namikis or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
It's like it's
When
not.
he's in class, he's like, what do you think our ancestors would say about a solar eclipse? He's like, well, my grandpa would say the Namekis are coming back. Okay.
It's like your grandpa's crazy. Yeah, it's just
Yeah, I put
so bad.
10-3 because I don't think visual effects are what killed Avatar by a long shot.
Yeah,
Sometimes they were bad for sure. Like I said, the CGI on him while
yeah,
he's fighting is pretty gross. but
yeah. But like when they have like the orb of water like right fucking here in front of the camera, like
right.
looks okay. Like
Well, that was because they were trying to sell. They pivoted at the end and were trying to sell 3D movie. Was the whole thing.
yep.
All right, taking us into round 6. Tone and world building disaster. This one's going to be good. Which world feels more lifeless, empty, or confused? Awkward humor, tonal whiplash, zero atmosphere. Which fails harder at trying to make you care about the universe? They're both bad. And Avatar
Yeah.
is because they cut so much and they're
Yeah,
so
there's not.
obviously doing it. Like there's parts where I'm positive
Yeah,
I just miss so much. Like,
yeah. It's like I just did I have a fucking mini stroke and just fucking lost 10 minutes of the fucking film. What's happening
it
here?
happens a lot.
Because yeah, it's well, so one of the one of the things is like a way longer cut of this because they're trying to cram an entire season of television into a fucking movie, which we all know works really really well every time they do that.
Yeah.
And yeah, just like I don't know. I think it's a shitty world, but like the Dragon Ball world does feel like alive and populated, like it's consistent. Like there's people around and they're doing things in the background, like party going on, people are training. Like Avatar is like one of those things where it's like it doesn't feel like the world exists when the main characters are not directly next
Right.
to it.
Yeah, this is a tough one. It feels there's parts of Dragon Ball that definitely feels empty and lifeless. Like
At the end, it's just
the
like five
fight, yeah,
people
it feels
basically.
so dead. It feels so empty of substance to anything happen. It
Yeah, no
really
no
sucks.
stakes. You're just they're in a barren wasteland, like fucking nothing. Like a lot of the thing with Dragon Ball is like it's a populated city center and
Exactly.
fucking that building got taken out. And if you're in the American censored version, there was no people in that building
But
since
then they
Sunday.
have
But
the parts where, like, they go to Master Roshi's and they're in the city, and you see some how he's eating a turkey leg, and there's some witty banter, and they're in the city, dumb shit like that. Or when they see Yamcha, I don't know. Avatar could have felt better, but like
yeah,
the blue Prince Zuko, then they casually mention and blue. What is it?
oh, the Blue Spirit or whatever, the Blue Phantom or
Blue
something.
Spirit, yeah. They just throw that away, like we were supposed to know what that was already. Like that something
Oh,
had
if you
been
watch the show,
happening
you would
with the
know.
Blue Spirit, and nothing happened in that movie that
Yeah,
gives you
no,
any clue as to what that means. Like you just saw him,
yeah,
now
and
he's
yet
called
again,
the Blue
it's
Spirit, and we know who he is. What?
yeah, and in the show, they establish him a little bit beforehand that he's this character fucking with Zhao because
Right.
fucking Zuko hates Zhao and fucking needs plausible deniability. But yeah, it's yeah. There's no preamble or build up to anything. It's just like we're here now. These people are in love. Now deal with that.
And there's so many times in the movie where they're very clearly referencing a cut scene, or you're seeing
Yep.
after effects of a cut scene, and I can't. There's entirely too much narrating exposition carrying you from scene to
Yeah.
scene that makes you feel like nothing matters in this universe.
And very obviously dropped CGI bits, like
Right.
fucking like people just like doing shit in the background. Where obviously supposed to be like a floating rock or something in front of them, but like they just didn't have fucking time. So it's just a dude going like this, fucking doing nothing.
Or even when they show Zuko sparring on his ship after he gets pissed off at Zhao and is sparring with like 6 of his men, he only throws like 3 fire
One.
moves, and you see him doing all
Yep.
kinds of shit that was probably supposed to be like goo 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 goo, and it's not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I would
Avatar
give
in
this
this one.
to Avatar. Definitely a world
Yeah.
building disaster.
Mm-hmm. And the problem is just because it's such a dense, rich world, and they
Yes.
do nothing with it.
Yes, the world is teeming with lore and shit going on. And they didn't even attempt to try and keep that in with all their cuts. All right, taking us into round 7. Acting and dialogue catastrophe. Wrong vibes, monotone line reads, cringe script moments. Evolution has Basically, I'm Goku. I like Chi-Chi. Airbender has name mispronunciations. Wooden Zuko therapy sessions. Which one sinks lower?
I mean, yet again, just for the fucking like narration shit from fucking Avatar, is so annoying.
Yeah, I think the kid that played Ong is the worst fucking actor I've ever seen in my life be
Yeah.
in a movie that big.
No, in my head, the reason why we have so many Katara narrations is because the acting of that scene was so fucking bad
Right.
they could not save it, so they just had to fucking ADR over the entire thing and tell you what was happening instead
Which
of
is
fucking
funny
showing
because she's a shitty actor too.
it. Yeah, well, she's the one that got like there was a bribe to fucking put her on the fucking movie, so
Right.
she probably like they think my daughter wants more lines, give her more lines.
And for all of his faults, Dragon Ball had good actors in it.
Yeah.
Dialogue wasn't fantastic, but the actors in it are good actors. Like the guy that
Yeah,
plays
there's a bit of
Goku is a
chemistry
good
and stuff.
actor. The girl who plays Bulma is good. Ernie goddamn Hudson, Chow Yun Fat.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the actors weren't the problem in this. It was the script and the direction was fucking terrible.
Yeah, I think it was far worse in Avatar, in my opinion. Like
Yeah. No, it like it has like all the child actor problems like, Ong, we need to go to the place
exactly
and do the thing before the other thing happens. It's like
100%. That one stuck out to me so huge when it's like the climax of the movie, and he's like, "I know what I have to do," and she's like, we have to go," and I'm like, "Why did you need to say that? No shit. Where are you going? Where are you going? He just said he knows what to do. Where are you going?"
this girl's father put in $5 million to get her this role and
Yeah.
couldn't get her a second one after that.
Yeah, they really really failed to get actual actors in that movie. That one's a 10
Yeah.
for me on Avatar.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's painful. This is I had to keep getting up and doing other things while I was watching this. It's just like, oh my god, my brain needs a fucking break.
So I'm giving like a
least I'm-
10-5 here, given that round to
Yeah.
Avatar. That will take us into round 8, I think. Yes. Adaptational respect failure. Which film shows less love and understanding or effort towards the original? Misinterpretations, ignored themes, missed moral arcs. Which one feels like it was made by people who never watched the show? Well, that one should be
Oh
easy.
yeah, one of them we know for fucking sure. Yeah, but yeah, I guess this all comes down again to what do you hate more, wrong or just didn't even try?
That's tough, man. Well, I mean, I think just on principle, Dragon Ball by far is. Hey, but the thing is, they did watch the show. Like,
Yeah,
it's really
I think
weird
they
to
ignored
know
it, but they
that one
watched
of
it.
them didn't watch it.
Yeah, and was proud of the fact they didn't watch it.
I don't know. It's
Oh,
almost
yeah.
like more disrespectful that they caught so many elements of Avatar, but didn't give a shit about what was important. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I'm kind of going that way because everyone, it felt like people were trying in Dragon Ball. Like a few of the people cared, but
right.
it didn't work out. Whereas fucking Avatar feels like the most soulless fucking Nepo baby cash grab that I've ever fucking seen.
Uh-huh. Like I said, the fact that they know what's supposed to be in it and they're getting like all around the bullseye and then not just missing the bullseye, they're like, "Hey, look at me. Fuck you. I don't want you to see it." And then they go to the next thing. Look me in my eyes. You're not going to see what you want to see. We're narrating over it.
I think yeah, just the fact that we narrated over like 3 episodes of plot development in like 2 sentences is way more disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like I think like Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Evolution is just like I think they were at least like okay, certain things we can't do here, like just like the practicalities of like showing a Goku fight in reality are fucking super
Sure.
expensive. So
With a
I
$30
think they're
million
like,
budget, that might be most of the reason they did what they did.
yeah, like it's like we have to work within our budget, whereas fucking Avatar had all this goddamn budget and just fucking blew it and like didn't care.
I feel that. Okay. Yeah, I'll go 10-9 here, giving that one to Avatar. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
because I mean, Dragon Ball Z again, they were trying to do something specific. I don't know what, and they failed, but they were at least trying. Avatar was just like, yeah, what? Oh, they're fucking in Tibet now. What? I don't know.
Why are they in
I've got
Tibet? I don't
local
fucking
thing.
Katara, say some shit.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. All right. This one I like. Round 9. Unintentional comedy factor. Which movie becomes funnier the worse it gets? The so bad it's funny curve. I will say, like, I literally wrote in my notes, I was crying laughing at the part where Sokka's behind Ong while they're talking about something super important, and he's like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing, man.
I don't know. It's like I think this has Avatar put so much rage in my body. I have a hard time feeling humor about any of it. Uh, I don't know, like, because I feel like Dragon Ball was like trying to be funny in a weird way and like not
Way missed the mark when
succeeding.
they did, yeah.
Like, and even Sokka, like Sokka's supposed to be fucking this like class clown, fucking like always got a quip and a fucking one liner, and this is just like the entire fucking movie.
Yeah, I literally
Oh,
laughed out loud at parts of Avatar, but most of Dragon Ball, I was just like, why? Why is that a thing? What even is that supposed to be? Like, yeah, for me, my vote's going to Avatar for this,
yeah,
because they had that
yeah.
massive
Just for
budget, so they really thought they were nailing some shit, and I was laughing my dick off.
yeah. I mean, do you think like when like they're recording this and they're just like they're doing like 53 takes and that was the best one, like kind of shit. I feel like they had to know. They're like,
Somebody
oh,
for
this bitch gave me
sure
$5
did.
million.
I mean, I definitely the actors knew in both of these movies. Well, not the children. The
Yeah.
children thought they were murdering it, but
Yes.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go 10-9 Avatar here, unless you have any objections.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think Avatar had some unintentionally funny moments, and I just
Because they had
didn't really feel much at all for fucking Dragon Ball.
that's
Like,
what I'm saying. It wasn't none of it was
yeah,
it was so bad that it wasn't like I wasn't invested enough to laugh at how bad it was.
yeah. I guess yeah. What made me feel more emotion? Like, yeah, rage is an emotion, so I guess Avatar
All
can
right.
feel really anything for Dragon Ball besides disappointment.
This final round is a through line through our episodes, but kind of just reverse. Round 10 is the final verdict. Gut check. Which movie leaves the deeper wound? Which failure sticks with you longer?
Like I said, I hate Avatar.
I know.
Like, I mean, I love the TV show, but god damn it, like I was just like actively angry watching it the entire time, just knowing what we could have had,
Yeah.
and this is what we got. Like, just
Yeah, I
it's
think
like
we might
such a
tie on
fucking
this one because just how it's mind blowing to me that it made it through so many layers of a major studio to make Dragon Ball, and nobody did. You know, I guess this era was kind of notorious for making movies and stuff out of things that had massive fan bases and going, yeah, I don't
yeah.
fucking care if they hate it. And then,
Yeah, they're gonna fucking see it anyways, and then fucking post shit about it online. They'll
right.
still have their money.
But Dragon Ball was just so universally nowhere near what it was what the story is in Dragon Ball. Like, I don't know. Like I said, watching Avatar, I was like, I could see why they thought they might get a sequel out of this. They got money, they had good special effects, like, visually it's a bad movie, but it's a bad Nickelodeon movie. You know what I mean? If you know nothing about
Yeah.
Avatar, it's just a bad Nickelodeon movie, which is they do all the time. Like,
Just yeah, I mean, what it was, and like it just like even the show, like it taught like Eastern philosophies, meditation, like fucking like self control and fucking like emotional regulation and shit, and like it like had all these great messages for kids, and then just like fucking it's just like I am Ong, I am Airbender, I've been there. Like it's just
yeah.
so annoying.
Yeah, I get why. I understand where you're coming from. I just
Yeah. Whereas like I love Dragon Ball, but the source material I feel is just like a step down kind of from Avatar.
I don't know if this makes
Because
any
we
sense, but
all
when I watch Dragon Ball, I feel like I shit my pants. Like I don't know how to explain it other than that. When I watch it, I feel like I pooped my pants. And when I watch
I mean, I guess
Avatar, like you said, it's just like, why did you come so insanely close to doing it right and then just pull the ripcord constantly over and over
yeah.
and over?
Yeah, I think that's why I hate it more, is because it comes so close and you could see what it was, where Dragon Ball I can just disregard. It's like, yeah, that was a weird fucking experiment over there.
Okay,
Huh,
yeah, I
let's
understand that logic for
fence
sure.
that area off. But yeah, but the Avatar was just like this epic thing that had like depth and animation and stuff. And fuck me, I love Dragon Ball, but god damn it, like how many times I got to come home from fucking 8th grade and watch Goku go, for fucking like 30 goddamn. Yeah, Namek's blown up in 5 minutes, bitch. It's been 7 hours real time. Speed this up.
Yeah. No, I guess when I think about it that way, like Aragon is one of those movies in this era that I hate more than anything because of what they did to
Yeah.
that. So I get where you're coming from with Avatar. So yeah, round 10 will go to Avatar on the final verdict, bringing our final score to 6-4. Avatar being the winner
All
of
right.
this edition of Flick Fight Shit Fight. I don't know what we're going to do next. We got to throw something similar on the wheel, but I'm glad we got this one off of it finally. Your winner, The Last Airbender. I feel like I know the answer to this, but is this how you thought it would end?
Yeah, I think so. I like Dragon Ball is there's points it's okay. I just hated fucking Avatar, like fucking from the very first fucking scene to the end.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. With Dragon Ball, if I completely put out of my mind that this is a Dragon Ball story, like it's some weird cousin of it, there's decent acting, decent some things in the movie that can kind of make it just a funny, shitty movie. But like you said, Avatar is just like, it felt like I said, a huge shit covered middle finger to anybody that grew up on that show, which I did. And it's one of the few types of shows like that I did grow up on. And it's just like, dude, what the fuck? All right. Well, we like to, especially after an episode like this, we like to leave you guys with some fun trivia facts you can take with you. These ones are particularly hilarious, though. I've got my Dragon Ball facts here. Dragon Ball creator Akira Toriyama was initially supportive of the announcement of a live-action adaptation and asked fans to treat the film as a different interpretation of his work. But after watching the film, he was so horrified at the adaptation of his work that he decided to revive the series with an animated film Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods. He later revealed that he wasn't allowed to have any creative input on the film at all, and all of his suggestions were rejected.
No, we know better than the guy who created this. Fuck him.
Following his death on March 1st of 2024, Justin Chatwin, Goku, took to social media to send his condolences while also apologizing for the film.
See, Ong never apologized, which is why Dragon Ball Z is better.
I referenced this earlier, but the film was originally conceived as a large blockbuster with a $120 million budget, which was what was sold to Chow Yun-fat and James Marsters. I don't know why they were like we need to convince them because they're not the main characters. However, when they arrived on set, they were heartbroken after discovering that the film would only cost $30 million and would be mostly shot in an abandoned jeans factory to save costs. By then, they were contractually obligated to do the film and couldn't back out. How the fuck does that not void your contract? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I feel like, it's a fucking bait and switch. Like,
But two real quick right in a row. According to James Marsters, the producers wanted to make Piccolo more beautiful than Marsters wanted him to be. Since the producers were not around when filming started, that's great. Marsters and the makeup artist changed the character's look to make him ugly, which would reflect his Piccolo's rage from being in prison for so long. He said it would be better to be fired than to mess up Piccolo. So
he was correct.
They had
I wish
some people
everyone
trying.
else had that mentality going into this. Yeah.
And lastly, Ron Perlman was offered the role of Lord Piccolo. He turned it down to work on Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. Honestly, I think Ron Perlman would make a great Piccolo.
Oh, yeah, but he makes a better Hellboy.
Oh, absolutely the correct decision financially, across the board, better decision.
Yeah.
All right, what you got?
All right. Got some trivia on The Last Airbender here. First draft of the script included all 20 episodes from the first season, which added up to a running time of over 7 hours. Paramount Nickelodeon asked Shyamalan to cut the material in order to make a more condensed feature film, to which Shyamalan agreed, which they should have just made a goddamn series. Jesse McCarthy was originally cast to play Zuko, but being replaced with Dev Patel due to scheduling conflicts, which made it so they had to cast the entire Fire Nation as East Asian people, and kind of made a unintentional white savior, bad brown people kind of analogy, which not great. Ringer, Ong did an audition tape of himself doing martial arts with a completely shaved head and his signature tattoo to Paramount, and this is the video that won on the roll. And last one, according to M. Night Shyamalan, the mispronunciation of the names of some of the characters, Ong, Soka, or Tasaka, and Ero and all that bullshit is due to the fact he wished to honor the source material by not honoring the source material and using traditional Asian pronunciation.
Yeah, what a bunch of horse shit that is. What the fuck is he even talking about?
Yeah, like I'm gonna honor the source material but not watch it. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, honor the
fine,
source
cool. In some
material by
places-
using the correct. So you're honoring it by kind of backhanding it right now by saying they weren't honoring it.
But that's like me making a character called George and then someone taking it and naming it Jorge because they want to fucking honor the material. It's like it doesn't fucking track. Like
He's a piece of shit. God bless him for some of the movies he made, but I don't know. Everything he did in
he's got an
did you already
arrogance to
do the
him.
fact about all the nepotism?
Yeah, here we go. I got it. Yeah, so this is the big bombshell too. Nicola Peltz Beckham was M. Night Shyamalan's only choice to play Katara. She was actually cast as a personal favor to her father, billionaire Nelson Peltz, whom Paramount owed it to. The rest of her family had to be cast around her, which is why Katara, Sokka, and Kana are the only Caucasians in the Southern Water Tribe. It is speculated the real reason why Jesse McCarthy actually pulled out of the film, and not because of the scheduling conflict as initially reported. Being Caucasian, everyone in the Fire Nation would have to be cast around McCarthy to resemble him, meaning the entire cast would have been nothing but Caucasian actors, which David Patel placed in the entire Fire Nation characters, respectively cast around Patel. So basically, we're just like completely changing the ethnicities of entire races based on like one actor, and one of them is just pure fucking crony nepotism.
But he has the balls
terrible
to say he was honoring the source material by saying it correctly to the race of people that made these names, but they're white.
Yeah, and then changing the race of the people that made these names. So yeah, it's just like, no, fuck you, dude.
So I'm saying this movie
check.
feels like he wanted to. Like, it almost feels like he had a deep love for a woman, and they had a great relationship, and then he came home and she had a train ran on her by all of his best friends, and she was a giant Avatar fan, and he was like, you know what? I'm going to make $500 million shitting on your favorite thing. Skillfully.
Yeah, it feels malicious is the weird thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's like Dragon Ball Z feels ignorance. This feels malice.
Right.
Like, it feels like this was sabotage somehow.
All right, well, with that, we are now going to spin some wheels. First, we spin the wheel to tell us which wheel to spin, and then we spin that wheel. Tells us the genre, and we each have one veto we can use so far that has been biting us in the fucking ass.
Yeah. I mean, at least I think with Breen and this off of it, there's nothing that like I am super afraid of anymore, I think.
Nothing that comes to mind, no. No. Definitely nothing on that level. Okay. For the second week in a row, it lands on sports, Nick. I think that's a message.
Fine.
We'll save it for when it lands, it might land on an actual sports movie that you don't want to do versus a comedy movie. Okay, the first one is Ford versus wait, what is that? Versus F1. If you don't use it, I think I'm going to use it. I haven't seen F1 yet.
Okay, you go for it. Yeah, you can go for it. I haven't seen either of those because, sports.
Yeah, you're probably going to want to use yours on this one. This one is just a straight sports movie. It's Remember the Titans versus 42.
Yeah, let's veto that.
Play the song again. Okay, this one I think you'll be psyched for. It's Dodgeball versus Balls of Fury. Literally the example I gave of one you'd like. That one's going to be really fun. I haven't seen Balls of Fury in for fucking ever.
I love Dodgeball. That's like one of my fucking comfort movies.
I constantly
make me bleed no blood.
Reference Balls of Fury, the part where the what do they call it? Male cortisone runs. They're like, the building's burning down. He's like, I'm going to save the panda. Panda's dead. All right. Well, with that, our winner, loser, however you want to look at it this week, was The Last Airbender. Again, please get in the comments. If you have another, because we're struggling to think of one right now, another adaptation matchup you'd like to see, good or bad, I'd love to do it. Please get in the comments and let us know what you want to see, your opinions on this episode.
Just like two epically bad movies that you remember that famously crashed. Like, we always want to hear about that. Like Battlefield Earth is one off the top of my head.
But yeah, share the episode, comment, like it, download it if you're on Spotify and Apple. Please rate the show and download. Yeah, next week's going to be Dodgeball versus Balls of Fury. Just all the balls after Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Sorry, one more thing. We're going to spin the wheel after next week's episode, and then we're going to be doing a couple Christmas episodes for the upcoming holiday season. And then be back to normal. So we think we know what we want to do for Christmas movies, but if you have a matchup you'd like to suggest for Christmas, I would also love to hear those, because I know people get very violently impassioned about their Christmas movies. So
I'll just say, let's stay away from the Hallmark Channel, though, because that's
Yes.
just fucking 385 versions
off
of
the
the same
board.
movie.
I want it to have box office numbers, or I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
But with that, I am Devin Vestal.
I'm Nick Nye.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
See you next time.